Hello, teacher. How are you? This is just a little something I had not planned on doing, but I did it anyway. Happy Saturday. How you been doing? Happy Saturday to you. And now, sure, everybody is basically online going about this whole Donald Trump thing. Man got shot um in his ear. Let's just call it for what it is. The man got shot in his ear, and everybody's on an uproar and saying that this is going to be a spike in the Republican presidency, and it's going to be a spike down on the Democratic side. I was going to wait until everybody got their little feeling. I was going to wait, and it's like I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't want to intervene. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to wait until the dust cleared, the dust settled. Because looking at this, many people can look at it in many different ways. One, yeah, he did get shot because allegedly two people got injured. One ended up dying. Right? I understand what you're. Let me take this out my mouth. Uh, yeah. Okay. So basically, there were two scenarios. One, he did get hit. Two, he pulled a WWE move and someone that allegedly was on his payroll ended up firing shots because there is absolutely no freaking way that if I get hit, I'm standing in the same position. There's no way. If I get, first of all, that's 6 shots. It was a sniper. If I have a sniper rifle, that whole ear is coming off. That whole entire ear is coming off. Number two, I'm on the ground, whether I get hit in my ear, I'm surprised he missed. And you know what this says to me? This is a political jump. In other words, this is a political tactic to put Republicans back in office. Like I don't really care either way. But the same tactic that happened 4 years ago is the same tactic that is going to happen. But like I said, we don't know until the entire facts come out. We will not know until the entire facts come out. But can we be honest? This is America. This is America, and this is a land of opportunity. So, am I going to take whatever this person said and what that person says seriously? No. If I am if I am in the Republican Party, if I'm in the Democratic Party, if I'm in the media, do I take this seriously? No. I'm taking this as a um as a jump to say this is our chance to get Donald Trump back into power. This is a political move. This is a political move to me because, again, there is no way if I pop him, he is going to still stay on his feet. Grazed in his ear, he would be falling backwards. And I looked I looked at this 120 times. As a matter of fact, let's look at it again. I looked at this at least 11 times. 11 times. And then still, it puzzles me. And I'm yelling at my wife. I'm like, look, the president got hit. Or the former president. The former president got hit. The former president got hit. And I look, and when I did hear a shot. I did hear a pop. And he's automatically covering his ear. But let's hear what others have to say about this, shall we?
But we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, But we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? This is not a big place.
Did you see, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh, yeah, they blew his off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew.
Okay, we just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
Huh. Again, it's not good. I don't wish death upon anyone, but this sounds fishy to me. It just sounds a little bit fishy to me. Number one, if I am if he was spotted, I'm talking about the rifleman. If he was spotted, wouldn't I want to go in another roof? Or what not? I said that all wrong. If I'm a rifleman, if I was spotted by somebody, wouldn't I want to get down from the roof? Why would I waste my time and fire 5 shots? I think my objective would be to hit the former president, not a whole bunch of innocent civilians. And see, this is why I say we need to just look at the evidence, wait until all the smoke is cleared, and wait until the real evidence is presumed. Because see, 2 stories are rung out. One, Donald Trump was standing there and holding his ear. If 5 shots rung out, why am I still standing? Does that make any sense? Why am I still standing and 5 shots rung out? The first shot, I'm down. First shot, I'm down and hitting, ducking for cover. If I don't get hit the first time, which goes back to my other point. If he would, let's just say he wasn't spotted the first time. Let's just say he wasn't spotted the first time. And let's just say one shot rung out. Why did he miss? There is no something. It's a political move. It is a political move. Come on. Come on. Come on. We've seen these things before. We obviously seen. Well, I'm not going to jump into conclusions. I ain't even listen. I just wanted to wait until the smoke cleared because everybody and their mama is on this right now. Oh, the president got hit. The president got hit. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, the president got hit. And he stood up. He stood up. Of course, he has blood ringing from his ear all the way down to his face. And he gives the thumbs up. I want to look at the autopsy. I want to look at the evidence in full. I want to know what type of gun that was. It said it was a rifle. I want to know what rifle it was. I want to know what type of bullets does what a rifle carries, because I never carried any rifles before. I never carried any rifles before. So I want to know what type of bullet it was, because it wasn't no BB gun. I want to see the autopsy. I want to see Donald Trump's ear. I want to see all these things, all of it. And then I will give my actual judgment from there. Let me see if there's
Washington correspondent Hallie Jackson. You have received a statement from the Secret Service. What are they saying right now?
Yeah, a new statement now putting on the record officially, Lester, what our team has been able to report out from their sources over the course of the last 2 hours or so. I will read it in full here because it's important to note what the Secret Service is saying, that during a rally in Butler tonight at around 6:15 p.m., they say a suspected shooter fired multiple shots toward the stage from an elevated position outside of the rally venue. They say that Secret Service personnel neutralized the shooter, who is now deceased. The Secret Service quickly responded with protective measures, and the former president is safe and being evaluated. The Secret Service spokesperson goes on to say that one spectator was killed, two spectators were critically injured, so badly hurt. The incident is currently under investigation, and the Secret Service has formally notified the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And obviously the FBI and the Secret Service have plenty more work to do here on this front. But Lester, again, significant in that this is the official confirmation that, as we have been reporting here, the suspected shooter here is dead. Two people have been badly hurt. One person was killed here in a moment that is reverberating not just in the political world, but around the country. And I will tell you, around the world, with international reaction coming in from world leaders. I want to also share with you some reaction coming in from the former president's daughter, Ivanka Trump, who is posting now in just the last couple of minutes that she is thanking people for their love and prayers for her father and for other victims of today's senseless violence in Butler, Pennsylvania. She says she's grateful to the Secret Service, to law enforcement officers. She continues to pray for our country, ending by saying, "I love you, Dad," again from Ivanka Trump, today and always, Lester.
I want to know from y'all. I want to know, do you think this was real or do you think this was fake? I don't even want to jump into conclusions because this is going to go on for a while. I don't want to jump into the conclusions, and this is not going to be, if this is real, this is not going to be the first go around. There are going to be more attempts on this man's life. Or is this just more of a political thing? I would like to know, because when I first seen it, I saw it from a YouTuber that I'm unfamiliar with. And I was like, wait a minute, that can't be right. So I look at my phone and I type in Donald Trump got shot, and it happened to be real. And then who else but other than Chaotic Truth came out and did a segment on it. So this is real. I'm thinking to myself, this is real. But then I looked at the tape, and I had it's like, wait a minute. I heard the shot. I'm like, why is he not falling? Again, I don't care what type of gun it is, unless it's a BB gun. What BB guns don't kill you; they just sting. An actual bullet doesn't. It doesn't even matter what type of gun it came out from. You are going to either go backwards or you are going to fall. So I need to know what type of rifle that was, if any. And I need to, and obviously do we even know the height and the weight and the gender of the person? Do we know the height and the weight and the gender of the person? Was he black? Was he white? What was he? Let me see here.
We can discern from these images that we have from just moments ago is that the former president was speaking, and then as what appear to be gunshots start ringing out, more than one, Tom, is when he seems to touch his right ear, and almost quickly right after that starts dropping, and then that's when the security joined him. But Tom, it looks as though from this image that there is blood just from his right ear, which may have also grazed his cheek.
Jose, I want to stress to everybody that it is preliminary. The information that I am sharing with our audience right now is very early in this investigation. Everything I say is subject to change as law enforcement gathers more information as an investigation continues. I can say with some sense at this time, based upon law enforcement officials that have been briefed initially on the events at the ground, reporting along with my colleague Jonathan Dinks at 6:29 Eastern Time, that the president is not expected to, the president is expected to survive this incident. I think that's the most important thing for people to know. The former president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, current presumptive nominee in the Republican Party, is expected to survive this incident. That's the initial indication that we have from the ground. There is an initial indication that either a fragment of a piece of ammunition or ammunition may have...
Let's go back. Because he did get hit.
Indication that either a fragment of...
That don't even look right.
A piece of either a fragment we have from the ground. There is an initial indication that either a fragment of a piece of ammunition or ammunition...
I would have got up out of there. If I'm any of those people, I would have got up out of there. If people would, but this is the news. I need the actual tape. Let me see.
May have struck the fragment ground. There is an initial indication that...
Okay, I can hear. Okay, I can hear that shot from there. I can hear that. I can hear the pop from where I rewound it at. So he did get hit. My question is, did he get spotted during, before, during, or after? Before, during, or after? Did he get spotted? And they said he let off 5 shots. Now I never had a rifle before. I'm gonna need to know how many bullets, how many rounds does a rifle hold? I'm going to want to know how many rounds is a rifle hold. Is it 6? Someone told me it was 6.
Either a fragment of a initial indication that we have from the ground. There is an initial indication that either a fragment of a piece of ammunition or ammunition may have struck the president. It's possible it could have been a bullet ricochet. We just don't know. It's very early in this investigation. We do not have any sort of.
How can it be a bullet ricochet when you can just shoot straight? I can't even freaking talk. Shoot straight forward. There we go. How can it be a ricochet if the shooter was shooting straight forward? And he's in what? He's in Pennsylvania. And there's not a lot out there in Pennsylvania. It's just like a hick town. It's just like a normal little hick town. So all I got to do is go up on top of a roof somewhere and fire off. But why would a gunman be dumb enough to be seen? Something's wrong. Because everybody said that he was. This is the reason why the evidence that we need more evidence. Because everybody's assuming this, everybody's assuming that. So I'm gonna ask: do you think this is real, or do you think this is fake?
The sense of the suspect. We do not have any sort of the sense of it's just one person or two people. We don't know. We don't know the type of weapon that's used. We don't know the motivation, though it appears to be clear to be going after former President Trump. But again, the headline at this time, the initial indications is that Donald Trump is expected to survive this incident. We've got a lot more calls to make. We got a lot more information to gather. What I may have just said could change entirely in the next 5 minutes, the next 5 hours. We don't know. But that's the initial indication that we have, all subject to.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app.
And meanwhile, here's what it's going to do. Here's what it's going to do. It's going to, everybody's going to be in an uproar. I'm about to pop my nephew in a minute. Everybody's going to be in an uproar saying the Democrats, they did this and yada yada yada, and it's going to be either messy or it's going to have Negroes going to the polls for real. And when I say that, I'm automatically thinking they're going to vote for this man straight up. Every Negro, so-called Negro in America, is going to vote straight up for Donald Trump. Who was just contacting me? Oh, okay. Which is fine. I don't really care I don't really care who you vote for. It doesn't matter to me. What matters is, do you know the truth? Do you know the truth, or you just it doesn't matter to you? He's gonna give you what you need. That is the question. I need to know when is election day? When is election day? Let's see, but we're just gonna go through here. Let's see. And of course, Trish would be covering this, as she should. Reported all over the news. It's reported all over the news. Let's see. Okay. What does Fox have to say about all this? I got it. Boom. Got it. Found it. Let's see. I found it. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
And after that, 4. Okay, so it was more than 5. It was more than 5 shots. Hold on, let's go back.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
There is no way. There is no way. Nah. Nah, this, no. Nah, nah. To me, this is to me, okay, this is what I believe. Now looking at it in full view, something ain't right. Something is not right. How the hell you were supposed to be? What type of? We need to know what type of rifle. We need to know what type of rifle it was. That's all I want to know. If I look at the rifle and it has a scope and he miss, you either are terrible or you're an actor. You either are terrible at your job or you are just a plain actor. And you got paid. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I am going to wait. So he was in Butler. I am going to wait until the evidence resume. I'm gonna wait till the smoke clears, and I want to see the evidence for myself.
If you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
I heard 7 shots. If you go back and I just played it again I heard 7 shots from him. So apparently a rifle holds 7 shots. But did it have a scope on it? That's what I want to know. Did it have a scope on it? Because a lot of people, especially on in social media and on YouTube and everywhere else, is going to speculate. The many shots that rung out, there's not supposed to be the many shots being rung out. If you are a professional, obviously this guy who had shot at Trump is not a professional at all. You're just a rookie nobody, had nothing to do with his life, and going to shoot at somebody because of your hatred. There is no way. I don't even know who paid you to do this type of shit, but there is no possible way that you could miss from that far away unless that rifle did not have a scope. That's crazy. And why is everybody still there?
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Hawkeye's here. You ready?
Okay, we are watching live at a.
I mean, it's sad, nevertheless, but I'm looking. Why are y'all still there? Me and my wife would have been in the car, ducking. We would have sprinted towards that damn car while ducking for cover. Why are y'all still there? That's crazy. When Barack Obama, before he became president, I was in the freaking front row. If I would have heard shots pop off, I'm gone. It's sad, nevertheless. I ain't voting for neither one of them. Will this here change my mind about voting for him? No. It is sad that he had to deal with this. If this is for real or not, but nah, this doesn't change my mind, not one bit. But for Negroes, oh, of course, they gonna say this is an assassination like Martin Luther King. If I hear those, you uppity Negroes, you gonna compare this to the assassin? If you compare this to the assassination of Martin Luther King, I am going to lose my damn mind.
A rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, where former President Trump was speaking on the stage. There has been some kind of disturbance that clearly sets law enforcement and Secret Service into motion, immediately jumping around the former president in protective mode. The crowd has been screaming. They are standing by. You can hear some voices there saying, "Are we ready to go? Are we ready to go?" We are looking at President Trump. This does not look good. I'm going to be honest with you. From what we can see right here, it looks like they are attempting to move him out, that he may have been injured. He is holding up his arm. He is pumping his fist, but
don't believe that by one bit. Do not believe that by one bit. Because there was no blood on his jacket. There was no he wasn't bleeding from his arm. He wasn't bleeding from his jacket. I didn't see any type of blood but from his face. And he was holding his ear. He was injured. It's not looking good. The boy got nicked. Come on.
Clearly, Secret Service wants to get him out of this situation. He is attempting to stand and walk on his own. He has got his hand pumping in the air. His fist is pumping in the air, but quickly they are removing him from the stage.
Chaos, calamity, and violence, political violence. An assassination attempt on a former U.S. president.
It just got crazy there. I mean, it was so scary.
Blood covering the right side of Donald Trump's face as he was swarmed by Secret Service and rushed off the stage just moments into a rally in Pennsylvania. Tonight, from all sides of the political spectrum, a political outcry.
The idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of.
The shooting just 48 hours before the start of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. It was already going to be all eyes on the former president and the party he controls. But now it's broader than that. Will it be all eyes on the future of American politics? Good evening on this incredible Saturday night. I'm Bill Ritter. Thanks for joining us. Less than 5 hours ago, we saw an incredible attack on American democracy. That's what it was, no matter what your political bent might be. Shots fired at former President Trump during a campaign rally in Pennsylvania. Shots from a rooftop at least 200 yards away from the stage. And no one saw the shooter up there. Mr. Trump saying he was grazed by a bullet, falling to the ground. He was taken to the hospital, said to be doing fine tonight, but he came this close to the bullet doing horrific and deadly damage. At least one person at the rally was killed. The shooter was killed as well by law enforcement. Tonight, so much to impact and so much to ponder. How could this happen? How do we stop this political violence? How much is all this division in the country to blame? And what's next for the campaign? And how are both sides of the political aisle reacting tonight? As we said, lots to ponder. Eyewitness News anchor Mike Marza leads off our coverage. Michael?
Bill, President Biden just spoke with former President Trump, grateful to hear that he's doing well and is safe, and said that he was praying for him. But this just into Eyewitness News aerial video. Law enforcement sources say this is believed to be the body of the suspected gunman who set up shop on the roof of a nearby building. Tonight, a massive federal investigation is underway to figure out who he was and why he targeted former President Trump. Moments into a rally at a fairground in Butler County, Pennsylvania. Pops of gunfire echoed across the crowd. Former President Trump clutched his right ear and ducked behind the podium. Blood dripped down his face. Secret Service shielded him.
And we heard pound, pound, pop, pop, pop. In everybody's mind, it was like 4th of July. Somebody must have been still doing firecrackers. Then I saw the 4 Secret Service jump up and immediately push him to the ground.
Former President Trump whisked off stage. He raised a fist and mouthed fight.
We got down, and we huddled, and we started praying.
The Butler County District Attorney says a shooter perched on a building adjacent to the...
I already know what this is going to be like, but all the Christians are going to be praying for him. All the Christians, all the Methodists, all the Baptists, and even Muslims are going to be praying for this man. Everybody's going to be feeding to the narrative. If he can take a bullet, Biden's on the way out the door. So I'm not worried about Biden at all. He's too old and too senile. He can't do it anymore. So it's going to be basically Kamala Harris against Donald Trump. And oh boy, again, I'm not voting for either one. And yet this is a tragedy. I can understand where people are coming from, but it ain't gonna be me.
Venue opened fire. The Secret Service says the shooter fired at least 8 rounds from an AR-style rifle.
They were saying, "Get down, get down, get."
So 8 rounds down. So a rifle can hold up to 8 rounds. Okay. Did this damn thing have a scope?
And I just wasn't processing. It took me like 2 minutes, and I finally hit the deck.
One person in the crowd was killed.
I saw the man that was hit in the head, and there was a lot of blood, and I knew there was no way he was going to survive that.
2 were critically injured. Trump supporters tried to take cover.
You just seen the crowd, like, just look over at the bleachers there, you know, and then it just got crazy there. I mean, it was so scary.
U.S. Secret Service neutralized the shooter. The FBI now investigating it as an attempted assassination. Former President Trump rushed to a medical center. Hours later, posting this online. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong in that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt a bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. President Biden locked in a hotly contested election battle with former President Trump.
I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He's with his doctors.
Addressed the nation from his home in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, trying to unite a very divided country.
There's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this.
President Biden now on his way back to the White House. His campaign, by the way, has also pulled all of the political ads about former.
Well, as I said, it was wild. It was wild. It wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. It wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. But again, even it did or did not happen, none of these people are going to ever get my vote. But it's going to startle a whole bunch of black people. It is. It simply is. Oh, we got to vote this dude in for what? For absolutely what? For something that might have been fixed, may not. Now that we know that, I just need to know if it had a scope or not. Now that we know that the rifle that he had held 8 rounds, and of course people are going to get injured. 3 people injured, 1 ended up dead. Does this change your mind? Does this put you on the voting polls to vote for Donald J. Trump? That, my friends, will be up to you. Now, we're going to go to another thing because, again, this is just a bunch of smoke and mirrors to get you to go to the polls and vote, in my opinion. And like as I said, it wouldn't even matter anyway because electoral colleges vote in your presidents anyway. You're nothing but an opinion. So I wish y'all for the best of luck. I would rather you go local and go and vote locally in your local town, in your city and state, wherever you are. But I'm going to transition into something else. Just reviewing a couple of things, some things that I heard out the internet, what I seen. I heard Kwame Brown was arguing with Anton about Bronny James. Let's look into that.
Bro, all you gotta do is go get the basketball, yo. Just dribble the fucking basketball. Bronny, go get the fucking basketball, man. God damn.
What if you don't want it, man? What if you...
Is the best player on this team got undrafted? Yo, you know how hard it is to get to the NBA?
Money like
this dude better go get the fucking basketball, yo. He disrespecting the game of basketball, man.
The thing that makes this bad is that the person who lost their spot don't have the money, don't have the same money as
the connections. Don't have the connections.
They need that money.
LeBron could have got him a job as a front office person or something. Well, better than this bullshit.
Why didn't LeBron push for him to be the next Rich Paul instead of the next? See what I'm saying? Man. And I've been saying that for the longest. Like, dude, he don't gotta be that one. Cause see, Bryce could be that one.
That'll be a lot of capping on TV, though.
Bro, all you gotta do is go get the basketball, yo. Just dribble the fucking basketball. Bronny, go get the fucking basketball, man. God damn.
What if you don't want it, man? What if you don't want the ball, man?
You don't want it.
But that's how we gonna know if he good. You know, go get the fucking basketball, bro. If you can't play, get the fuck out of here, man.
The man ain't shot double digits yet. I don't think he want the ball.
God damn. All of this for Bronny? It sounds like they really hating on Bronny right now. He hadn't even sniffed a single NBA game yet. You hate on Bronny. God damn.
He don't want it. He don't want it.
Well, at least if he was bringing it up, he didn't. Okay, let's just say he played the position of point guard, right? He just went and got the ball and brought it up, and then orchestrated something, been created off the dribble. You know, make it orchestrating shit. They say you got a fucking IQ, little dude. Go get the fucking basketball, man.
But that's what I'm asking though. Why would he not be at the point guard position right now when they were saying that the reason why he wasn't at the point guard? Hold on, man. Somebody tripping.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Somebody tripping. Every time I start talking, they do that dumb shit. But I'm saying though, but if he was played out of position at USC, there's no reason why he's not playing his position now. What's stopping him from playing his point guard position when his father is right there?
And his
no clue. Have no clue at all. Bronny's been through a lot. Had a heart condition, came back, played a role, played it pretty good. Let's see what he does in the NBA.
His father's friend is the coach. So it ain't no excuses. No excuses.
Man. Shit, he need to go get the basketball, create something.
He needs to be the next Rich Paul. He needs to be Rich Paul. That's what it is.
What, the real estate agent? How about Bronny just be Bronny? How's that? That'll be better. Everybody expects too much of people. It's mind-boggling to me. The man is gonna get paid either way because he has the reputation of LeBron. He has a good reputation because of LeBron, because of his father, and his father has been working with him. That is an awesome father. But if I were Bronny, I would do whatever I want to do. Yes, I have good accolades when it comes to dribbling a damn basketball. But is that the only thing that I want in life? Obviously not.
He in the wrong profession.
Yo, just by him controlling the basketball, he gonna get to the free throw line. Make your goddamn free throws. Let's get some points on the board, sir. You don't know how to play the numbers game? Brownie, let me get 3 points a quarter, bro.
What they say is daddy got the highest IQ.
Bro. 3 instead of 3 for the whole game.
That is sad. They ride Bronny, dude. And he hasn't not one time played an NBA game yet. Why y'all riding this man? Wait till October, bruh. Just wait till October, bruh. And let's see what the man can do. Come on, bruh. I feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for him like he's a snow bunny hopper, but I do feel bad for the boy.
Let me get 12 off your little short ass.
His daddy got the highest court IQ, so his daddy didn't have enough IQ to see that his son don't have it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't by accident, man. He is who he is. He been getting the best training. He been getting the best help that any kid could ask for, and he up to this point. This is who he is. He ain't gonna get no taller. His arms ain't gonna get no longer.
You could
this is who he is.
What up, Quan? What up, big dog?
What's going on with him?
I disagree with y'all fundamentally.
He on mute.
Am I on
All right,
mute?
go ahead. Let me know.
I'm on mute.
No, I hear him.
No, I hear him.
No, I hear him.
I just 100%.
I can't hear him.
Can everybody hear me?
I hear you.
I hear you just fine.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I'm on mute. Listening.
I'm on mute.
I'm mute myself.
I just disagree, man. First of all, I don't know. I mean, if we want to criticize basketball, that's cool. Fundamentally, I don't think that you can evaluate whether or not somebody is a bust before they ever even play a full season. That's number one. Number two, I don't think that most of the dudes that's even
right now, I agree with that point.
On this right now can tell you who was drafted 50, 51, 52, 53, and 54. I don't think they care that much. They only care because it's LeBron's kid. And then third, I've never seen a bunch of people I don't know any of y'all, none of y'all on this panel. I don't believe that any of y'all would remove an opportunity for your kid for somebody else that you think deserve better than them.
I would.
I would
Cap.
definitely.
Cap.
The only reason why I say that
If we want to criticize basketball, that's cool. Fundamentally, I don't think that you can evaluate what. I don't think they care that much. They only care because it's LeBron's kid. And then third, I've never seen a bunch of people tell. I don't know any of y'all, none of y'all on this panel. I don't believe that any of y'all would remove an opportunity for your kid for somebody else that you think deserve better than them.
I would.
Definitely.
The only reason why.
That's tough. I probably would. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
The only reason why I say that, if it was my own company, I believe in nepotism 100%. But I'm that kid that competed against kids like LeBron kids. And if they didn't give it a fair shake, I wouldn't be where I was. So when it comes to the NBA, this is supposed to be 501 of the best athletes in the world.
Correct.
And Bronny is just not that. I'm not saying that he's a bust. I'm saying I don't know what the excuses are.
We can get to that part. That's
fair. All I'm talking about. I'm not.
That's fair. We can get to that part.
Nepotism in black and white. I'm just talking about from his game.
I don't believe any of these other guys that's sitting here telling me. Okay, so how many of y'all have ever gotten a referral for a job that you didn't qualify for, or asked for a referral for a job because you wouldn't even do it yourself? So how you gonna tell me that you would also do it for your kid and you would remove an opportunity for that kid?
Can I ask you a question?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
Anton, can I ask you a question?
Not even a little bit.
Sports is a little bit different though.
I want to say something about
Let me ask you a question though. Let me ask you a question.
Hold on, Quan. Let's be for real. This ain't got nothing to do with sports. This got something to do with business.
This is definitely. Hold on, Ray. You gotta stop.
You can't. I see what he is saying, but you can't equate business with sports. But then again, sport is a business. Sport is a business. You're getting paid. You sign contracts. I don't care if you're first round all the way to seventh round. You're signing a contract. Now, there is a slight difference between a first rounder and a seventh rounder. Seventh rounder, you it's like a prove it to me deal. First rounder, you get money. Second rounder, you getting not as much money as a first rounder, but you're getting money. Third rounder, fourth rounder, fifth rounder. It is a business, and if you are proven, just like give an example, Tom Brady. Tom Brady was picked out of fifth round, picked out of the Patriots in the fifth round. Drew Bledsoe was at the time the quarterback of the New England Patriots. Drew Bledsoe was a pretty good quarterback. How do I know? Drew Bledsoe was a Cowboys quarterback at one point. He was a good quarterback, but then couldn't up the mustard. Tom Brady comes in at the first or second year, and they're in the Super Bowl. So I'm saying it's a business deal, and they ended up giving them contracts. So it all depends. But guess what? This is Bronny's. It's going to be Bronny's first year in the NBA. His first year, bro. And y'all just, that's sad.
You know what I heard Paul George say the other day on his podcast? He didn't say, listen, I'm sticking around with the Clippers because I like Steve Ballmer. He said, I love Steve Ballmer, but at the end of the day, it's business.
Right. So what the Lakers are doing is business. They know that another kid is going to miss a roster spot because Bronny James is good for business. That's it.
Okay, well,
I'm
Lakers
speaking
accountable, but you can't hold.
I know. I am. That's what I'm saying. But I'm holding the Lakers and LeBron James accountable. He's the only.
LeBron James does have a bit of power. He does have some power. he does have some say because of the Lakers organization and Jeannie Bust and all them. He does have some say because all he has to do is look them in the eye and say, I want my kid for the Lakers. And at the end of the day, she makes that decision. But ultimately, if let's just say it doesn't happen, he ends up with the Clippers. Bron's gone. Bron ain't signing no damn 2-year contract for what is it, 13, 14 million? It's probably more than that. But he ain't signing no damn contract and renewing his contract with the Lakers. He's not doing that. He's gone. He's going either somewhere else. He's probably going to New York or he's retiring. But if Bronny is not with, if his son is not with the Lakers, which obviously is a good move, he's going somewhere else.
Only superstar that's vain enough and that'll disrespect the game enough that will do something like this. Shaq could have pulled strings.
What's disrespecting the game for me?
We have a difference of an opinion.
What disrespect the game to me is that they'll ask y'all to take less money in order to help them to win a championship, knowing that it's going to inflate the price of the franchise in order for them to be able to sell it and get a bigger price from it. They looking at it from a business perspective.
I understand that from what you're saying, but I'm talking about from a purely competition standpoint. Have you ever competed for something? But you gotta let me finish. Hold on, big dog. You gotta let me finish my sentence. Let me
okay, my bad. Go ahead.
I hear your perspective, but I'm talking about from a competition perspective. And there's a lot of other athletes. Michael Jordan would have never done something like this. No other NBA player would have ever done something like this because it's 501 spots. There's already an influx of players there that's going to be losing their job. I saw a lot of players get cut that was way better than Bronny, and they got cut only because another guy got hurt. That's the business of basketball. So to have a spot go to a guy that's not earning it is disrespectful to the game. It's disrespectful to the game. I'm not talking about from a business part. Sure you can.
Are there veterans that know that they're not better than some of the guys that's coming up after them, but they continue to hold on to a roster spot as long as they possibly can in order to make as much money as they can?
Absolutely. But that's
that disrespectful to the game?
No, because here's what
the value.
I'm gonna tell you. Here's what those.
No, you do depreciate in value, but you're trying to get as much cluck for your buck as you can. But I often tell people for when they make money, save as much money as you can. Put it in a trust fund. There are so many things you can do with your money. There are so many positive things you could do with your money to grow your money, to sustain in due time. I would investing. Investing is something that you would want to do when you're making millions and millions of dollars. But half of these, 85% of these knuckleheads don't even know how to invest in anything. It's either I need 2 or 3 houses and I need 4 or 5 cars. Not even investing in real estate, not even investing in this, not even investing in that. No gold, no silver, nothing. None of these young bucks in the NBA want to invest. But you have somebody like LeBron James that can teach him the game. And then everybody can follow suit. Now, what he teaches Bronny is one thing. But we will see. Everybody should take the advice. I'm sorry to say, everybody should take the advice of what was his name? Dang it. Mellow Ball, the Balls. Everybody should take advice from the Ball family. Everybody should take advice from the Ball family. And what they did, and what he did, what the father did, I forgot what the father's name was. Well, what the father did to put all 3 boys in the NBA. So basically, he's doing what basically LeBron James is doing what LeVar Ball did.
Veterans bring to the game. They bring mentorship to the young players. Was
You
I
don't need
better
to
than
be on the court and
Hold on,
taking
hold
up a
on.
roster spot in order to have mentorship.
Was I physically better than Charles Oakley at one point when he was my player, when he was my veteran? Yes, but he still mentally knew more than me. He still mentally knew how to play the game.
So he got
So
to take
that's the difference.
He got to take up a roster spot in order to mentor you.
Yeah, but they do both. He wasn't just a mentor; he still could actually play. So yes.
No, but he wasn't
guys,
good enough. But was he good enough to take a roster spot from somebody that's physically better than him? But at the same time, he can't still have that mentorship, but
yes,
while not
because
taking up
the
a roster
game.
spot from somebody else that deserves it above him.
Yes, because the
Because you're talking
game
about a
is both. The game is both mental and physical. So if a guy only has a physical advantage, then he's not as good because another guy has both. You may be athletic, you may can run out the gym, but when it's time in the playoff moments where it's crunch time, do you know what to do? That's why they would go with that veteran.
You know what's so funny?
Experience goes before. What was the saying? It's like brains over brawn. Brains over brawn. I'll just put it that way.
Funny, I used to see what was his name? Michael Curry. Michael Curry used to play for the Pistons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Curry, and he's a really good dude. Know him, know his family, and everything like that. He will be the first to admit to you that he did not physically have the gifts that would justify him being on the court. But he was waving a towel at the end of the bench, and he was making sure that he was patting the court in order to make sure. I mean, we see these guys every single day. And we know that there's other dudes that deserve to be on the court instead of them. And if we
I don't agree with that. I've seen Michael Curry make guys who are way more athletic than him, way more physically gifted than him. I've seen him make those guys quit.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, what I'm saying is, can he still fill that role of being a mentor to a lot of the other guys? Because we know that he wasn't going to get on the court at certain points in his career. Could he still fill the role of making sure that those guys can get what they need in order to make sure that they can get where they're going to go as far as in the NBA? Or does
he can be a mentor, but he doesn't have to be on the court. He can be on the sidelines and do all that.
He need to fill a roster spot in order to still fulfill that obligation?
Juwan Howard's the perfect example. When his last team was the Miami Heat, did he help them win? No, because he only played when it was the last 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes of the game. But he was definitely a supporter. It's not like the days are old of the Fab Five, the Michigan, the Fab Five, and when he played for a numerous amount of teams. When he got older, there was no possible way that he could have been better than half those guys that were on that roster. But he had wisdom, and he knew he could take that very same wisdom and coach a basketball team. Now, due to the fact that he had to go, he was the coach. He was the head coach for the Michigan Wolverines. And they had a pretty good run, but he ended up getting sick. And amongst them other, he had to have I think he had a heart transplant. And of course, his little antics on the side of the court, pushing people and stuff, that wasn't good at all. But my point is, could he bring knowledge and wisdom to people on the court while not being on the court? Absolutely.
Obligation.
Yes, because they have to feel like one of the guys and not the coaches. I'll give you an example. Udonis Haslem was that for the Miami Heat for several years. He didn't even get in the game. Pat Riley needed him in the locker room, needed him on the plane, needed him around those players. He could have easily moved Udonis to a coaching position, but he's going to get exiled. He's not one of us no more. He's going to be snitching. So yes, Udonis was invaluable in that bench, on that bench, and in that locker room. And
I can accept that because you
Pat Riley
understand
did
what
that,
happens. I can accept that from you because you understand what goes on inside of an NBA locker room. So I can stand down on that and I can say, okay, great, phenomenal point. I accept that. But I don't accept it from all of these other people that keep telling me that they would forego an opportunity for somebody that they love in order to make room from a fair perspective or from a nepotism perspective of not allowing for this person to get a job because you don't feel like your kid is good enough.
But can I answer that though? I want to answer to that.
Okay, go ahead.
One of y'all.
All right, let me get it off real quick first. Absolutely, bro. Especially when you talk about sports, man. I could understand what you're saying if I had a construction company and I had my son and he was gonna drive for me and I put him in that spot. Okay, I don't give a fuck. This is my son, but guess what? I'm gonna make sure he do. I'm gonna make sure he shows up for fucking work. I'm gonna make sure he do a good job. He can't just be sitting there bullshitting why he got the job if I put him in that position. And I can see it on the sports side. My son plays basketball, sir. So when I'm watching him compete and wanting to compete, if he gets on the court and somebody's a better player than him, you can all see it. It's nothing you can fake. You know, you're talking about a job in a real versus
all of it is a job. Team. The goal to get to the NBA is to make money.
Michael Jordan didn't do that with his son. He had a son that was playing college basketball. He didn't force him on the NBA roster. Neither did Shaquille O'Neal.
Opportunity to get a bag for my people, to get a bag for the people that's closest to me.
Bro, he worth $1 billion, bro. Bro, he worth $1 billion. Let me say I was LeBron James. No, I wouldn't have did that to my son. Because it's not about the money at that point. I got $1 billion. So you're making it like I'm a common man.
How you gonna tell somebody what the limit is of what it is that they can make? And how we start counting somebody else's pockets in order to justify whether or not they should do something else for somebody else.
If I was in LeBron James' position, I would not be forcing my son. First of all, his son should be still playing in college and getting more developed, more better, more. So he won't be scared of that fucking basketball. So he won't be scared. Bro, can you imagine? He's scared of summer league. What's gonna happen in the finals?
Listen. That is very fair. If you want to criticize Bronny James from a basketball perspective and say he not good enough, he should have did this, he should have.
Why are you going to put somebody who is not bred ready for a real man's game? If Bronny goes into this and something happens to him, then what? He could break a leg. He can shatter an arm. He could do something to end his NBA career. And is his heart going to hold up? I think, in my perspective, yes, he should have stayed in college. The money is going. The NBA is not going anywhere. The NBA is not going anywhere. It's $1 billion industry. It's not going anywhere. So he's going to earn money in a logical and political perspective. He's going to earn freaking money. He's going to earn millions and millions of dollars because of his dad's name. But I bet you dollars to donuts that he is not nearly as many as 50% of people in the NBA. I bet you he's not. You're going to get him hurt. But let's see what he does his first year.
Did that. Cool. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But when we're looking at it from a business perspective, and at the end of the day, the reason that people want to make it into the league is not just for the love of the sport. They want to get there so that they can get paid and make as much money as they possibly fucking can. At the end of the day, it's a business. It's a business for the owners. It's a business for the players.
Why would I risk it? Why would I risk my life just to get a contract? Why would I do that? Especially when I'm not ready.
And it's a business for everybody that's involved.
But Antoine, it's a competition first, though. You skip into the business, but you're making it about narrative.
We talking about basketball.
We keep talking about this for the love of the game.
We're talking about basketball from a competition standpoint.
That's fair, Kwame. I concede that. I said from a basketball perspective, that makes sense. But it's another side of the conversation that people tend to ignore just because they only want to look at it from a basketball perspective.
No, I'm talking about the business side of it. In the business side of it, Bronny James would not be running to the corner because he would not have a guaranteed contract. He would be running to that basketball because he can be cut after any game, and then there would be no business But
So
because
what?
his
So what
father
you?
is Homelander, he's allowed to go run in the corner and coach and have a guaranteed contract. That is not good business for the NBA. Good
So
business
what
for the
you?
NBA is putting out the best product, and Bronny is not the best
The
product.
only thing we've been talking about all summer since the NBA has ended is what's going on with LeBron and Bronny James. He's literally an
That's the
economy in
problem.
itself.
That's the
That's because they
problem. That's,
forcing
that's,
it
that's
down your
what we're
throat,
talking
yo.
about. That is the
That's all they
actual
talking
problem.
about.
But
Right.
The league
Y'all
has
can, no,
become the
y'all
league
can
has
choose to
become
talk about
aggressive.
anything that y'all want to. It
But
is
hold on,
not a
hold
limit
Okay,
on the conversation. Y'all can
but
talk about the
but
game that happened with Team USA in
you
Canada.
haven't asked why we're talking about it. And why
I
the
haven't.
why is
What do
the
you mean?
reason. The why is the reason why. The why is the big thing. Why we're talking about it is because Keyshawn Johnson said, I don't even care if the ball go in. I just like to see his form and his wrist. That don't got shit to do with basketball. Reggie Miller
Quan,
had one of the
that is
ugliest
not the
shots in the
only
game.
thing. I've been
No,
watching
but
and
Reggie,
paying attention and
we're talking
listening to
about.
y'all talk about this
But hold on, you
literally
gotta
for
let me
weeks
land my
now.
plane, Anton. You're not letting
Okay,
me
my
land my
bad. I'm
plane.
sorry. You're
You
right.
asked me why. Well, I'm gonna give you the reason why. We could be talking about anything in the world, but we're gonna talk about why a 55th pick. And your point was, who knows a 55th pick? Well, the reason why we're talking about it is because they made the second round on TV so that we can talk about it. The first time in NBA history, a second round was it was televised so that we can see Bronny drafted. Now you have the darling media keep talking about this kid, showing this kid missing free throws, showing him do a bounce pass. That's the reason why we're talking about it. The NBA used to be of great journalism where they highlighted great basketball players and great games. Now it's a script. Everybody's talking about LeBron and LeBronny James. That's what
I was just talking with my brother, and we both agreed. Yeah, he needs to be in the G League for at least 4 years. 4 years at that. It never happened. It never happened to Mike. It did happen with Scottie Pippen. It did happen with I don't think it happened with D-Wade's child, but I know it happened with Scottie Pippen's child. He just needs to be in the fucking D League.
they want. So why wouldn't we be the other side of the coin and let people know that this is the reason why the game sucks? This is the reason why you don't know the rest of the teams and the rest of the players is because they only highlight these scripts and they talk about it over and fucking over again.
Why
I'm
did they
sick of it.
highlight the
I don't
script?
want to talk about Bronny.
Why did
What
they
you say?
highlight the script? Why did they highlight the scripts? Why did they put the second round on TV?
Because they want you to think this is for LeBron. In my opinion, this is for LeBron's documentary. This is for LeBron to make a better case that he's the GOAT because he's the first player that ever played with his son, and it makes it a bigger story if his son is drafted and you can see that moment on TV because there's
So
no
you
other
telling me
excuse
there's
for
no
it.
financial gain that comes along with them doing all of this for them to promote certain
No, it's a
players?
financial
For them to
gain
have
for
this
them
on
white
TV?
boys. It's a financial gain for the Lakers. It ain't no financial gain for nobody else.
So you
Maybe LeBron when he
saying
do
it
his
is business?
documentary.
So
But
it's
hold on,
business.
No,
let me
I'm
ask
saying
you a question.
that's
'cause
not business. That's called taking away an opportunity for another black kid. The
Everything is
NBA, the
business.
NBA is
Anytime
80
that they
something
put something on
percent
TV
black.
is business.
Man,
It's
John
100%
No,
Morant
that
about to
business.
come down the lane and dunk
that
on
part is not
Bronny.
business,
That's
bro.
business.
Listen,
But hold
it's
on.
not business for us because we fans, because we the ones that sitting here arguing and we going back and forth and we passionate about what it is that we watching on TV. They're
That's not
monetizing the
business,
fact that we're but they are we it's not business for us. Every single thing that they do, every single conversation, all of the numbers, when they see certain things trending, it's 100% business 100%
So you're
of the
saying
time.
We
basketball
don't
is
have to
fake now.
support
So
that
that
though.
means basketball is fake. It's more about business than
Basketball
it is
been
about.
fake.
Okay, so it's super fake now because we
It's
would
been
put the
fake.
best players
Quan.
out there.
Just listen. To speak to your point, they have always championed and promoted certain people in order to be the face of it so that they can
That's
continue
a
to
fact.
monetize it.
That's facts.
That's a fact.
That's facts.
So how has it never not been a business? And if it is a business and the only people that's benefited from it is the ones that's on the other side of it, how can we tell LeBron not to look at it from a business perspective in order to make sure that he get the most out of it, even if it's for the people that he
Bro,
care for the most?
No,
Because
the
bro,
business was
because
based
you're
in
missing
reality.
the
Like
bigger business. Hold on.
Michael Jordan was a real
You missing the
player.
hold on, big dog. You missing the bigger business. The
Okay,
bigger
go ahead.
business is keeping the NBA, the integrity of the NBA, of the ideal that we have the best and of the best here in America. And Bronny James doesn't represent that if you're going to do that type of business to where you don't let another kid compete against him.
I don't think
Listen, if LeBron would have brought Bronny in and made him an undrafted free agent and he had to earn a roster spot, I'm all for that. But bringing him in and giving him a 4-year deal, I can't buy that. $7-8 million.
Listen,
Nobody has ever done that.
Nobody
has ever done that. That's wrong.
What the historical significance of it is. And what I'm saying is the NBA been fake. It's been a business. It's never been about putting the best product on the floor. It's been about selling a product to the people 100% of the time. And so if that's the case, because y'all want to look at it from a purist perspective, which is respectable, but everybody else in the world has been monetizing, continuing to capitalize off of, and looking at it from a business perspective, in which they then are telling you that you shouldn't look at it from a business perspective in order for them to continue to promote something that is fake in the first place. How can you tell them not to look at it from a business?
I don't think David Stern would have never let Bronny in the league. And I know you might think
David Stern was so real, then David Stern would have never let Michael Jordan
I'm not
back
saying
in the
he's
league.
so. I'm not saying he's so real. You adding to the fact that he's so real. I'm saying David Stern understood. You have the game that you have is pure game. You have to have the image that is still pure. This gave a bad taste in the real sports fans' mind that you give a roster spot to one of the most storied franchises to a kid that don't have to earn it. And that's going to bring the value of the league down. You're talking about business. That's also business.
The value of the league down at all.
I'm telling you, that's also business.
In
You
what
want to
way?
keep? I'm trying to explain it, but you keep cutting me off. And I'm trying to explain it to you from you. You want to talk about business, and the NBA is definitely a business. So the team is doing business, but from an overall global standpoint, nobody is going to respect what the Lakers just did. Nobody's going to respect what the NBA just did, because pure basketball fans are not going to appreciate this. You're saying this from just a business point of view. Raw fans and people who actually play the game can never respect what just happened.
Let me ask you a question.
Say something from a business point of view. Let me say something real quick before you change the topic. This is a good point because from a business point of view, let's look at it from a business point of view. Okay, we give him this money. Normally, when you do business, you try to get something back for your money. What are you recouping when this guy is running to the damn corner? All right. So, okay, the business of basketball, you still have to perform. Right. So, what is he gonna do when Ja Morant goes left and bang on his dumb ass and he on the highlight? That's good business, I guess, for a Lakers jersey to be on the poster. When Steph Curry hit him with the step back in your eye and walk away before the ball go in the basket, that's good business, huh? It's not good business.
It's good business for Bron, but it's gonna be horrible business for Bronny when he takes his ass with him. Because everybody
he still got to be able to
think about that
perform.
kid's mental health, man.
He gonna have the whole world talking about him. This kid was a gamer making a couple $1 million a year, didn't need all this stress that he about to go through. Now, because of this love affair with LeBron, they're gonna have this kid, have every hungry kid that's starving attack this kid on this court. If they send this boy to the D League, God help him. He got $7 million. He's gonna be down there with a bunch of wolves. God help him. He go down there.
He made more money at NIL than he is with this contract right here. So there goes the money again.
You know, I think of one greatness that this happened with Ken Griffey Jr. and his dad. They was playing and shit. But guess who Ken Griffey Jr. was able to do? He was able to back that up. He became one of the greatest in Major League Baseball history. Right. Look, this is not that. This is not what you're watching right here. Right. So Bronny has to back it up from a business standpoint, or you just wasted my money. Yes, he did. For who? Not for the owner. The owner ain't making no money off of Bronny getting dunked on. Bronny need to be the one doing the dunking on.
More jerseys than a lot of these dudes that's in the NBA.
Bro, the kids ain't gonna want to wear nobody jersey that's in a poster.
A lot of people are tuning in to the Lakers, summer league with the Lakers, just because Bronny is on there. That's a fact. When we
for now,
listen. You every logical thing that you try to present as far as trying to tell me what's good for business and what's not good for business don't have nothing to do with business. It has everything to do with whether or not you actually care about the sport. We looked at the WNBA over the last few months, right? And one of the arguments that they was making is whether or not Caitlin Clark deserved to be on the national team, right? And
So
then
let me ask you this: who's selling more jerseys, LaMelo Ball or LeBron James?
The argument against it
Right.
was, does she deserve to be there, or would it be good for business for the WNBA?
Bruh, Melo is
every
good for
single
business.
analyst,
Y'all,
every
they didn't
single
say this about LeVar Ball's
every
dad.
single
They dragged
analyst
the
and
shit out
every
of LeVar
person
Ball.
argued that
At least his
regardless of
kids
whether or
had
not
talent.
Caitlin Clark,
Shit.
that regardless of whether or not Caitlin Clark deserved to be on the team, she should be on the team because it would be good for the business of the WNBA.
But she
They
can
didn't-
play
they didn't go
basketball
based-
though,
hold on,
bro.
Wait. They didn't go based off of a basketball purist perspective.
Bro,
They
but if she
never
was
did.
if she was hot garbage,
You talking about with Caitlin Clark?
Yes.
But
She
Caitlin
better
Clark
than
is
Bronny,
actually
man.
must-see TV.
We're not
Just
talking about
college.
her. Listen, you got to stick around.
Okay,
We're not talking about her in comparison to Bronny. We're talking about whether or not it will
Show
be
me a
good.
bum,
But
yo.
you compare her to Bronny though.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gotta give a
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about.
a bum.
Hold on, guys. I'm not talking about comparing her to Bronny. I'm talking about her body of work in college alone. She has a fan base. She has a fan base already.
Business.
No, not only, but you just want to keep focused on the business. You act like you can't just erase what Caitlin Clark did in college. You
I'm
cannot
not
erase that.
erasing what she's doing, but I'm comparing it to. I'm going against the argument where it was women in the WNBA that was saying that they deserved to be on the team above her because they were better than her. And I'm telling you, the arguments that was happening over the summer.
Who said
and in the
that?
spring,
Those
Who said
women
they
are
were
not.
better than-
Those women are not talking about from a they're better than her standpoint. They're
Yes,
talking. But do you actually believe that? We're talking about the actual truth. That girl should have been there over the young lady that just came out of prison in Russia. She hadn't even played well yet. Brittany Griner. Caitlin Clark, body of work in college, and what she brings to the table is way more valuable than what
is
Brittany
what she
Griner brings
brings
to
to
the
the
table.
table based off of her ability to be able to outplay the people that didn't.
I'm saying it's both. Yes, you acting like you got to take away from her basketball. No. Yes, she's good for business and she's a good basketball player. It's both. She's way better.
Y'all picking
She's
and
way
choosing.
better of a player than Brittany Griner is at this point in her
You're
career.
picking and choosing when
I'm
to
not.
apply the logic.
I'm just trying to land my
But
plane.
it's
I'm
not picking
responding
and
to you,
choosing 'cause it's
but you're trying to
I'm
make
not
me
talking about
respond in
you,
sound
Kwame.
bites.
I'm not talking
Okay,
about you, Kwame.
I'm responding to you, and I'm saying you can't compare Caitlin Clark to Bronny because Bronny has no resume. Bronny has 4 points that we can think of, other than the fact that his daddy is LeBron. He has 4 points in college with a bad heart. He would have
But it's
never
not
got drafted
comparing
if
it
it was
from a
anybody else.
basketball purist perspective. It's comparing it as far as how they look at business and whether or not y'all want to apply the logic.
And I'm saying
Depending on
it's
whether or not
both.
you like the player, y'all apply the logic where it fits as far as, oh yeah, that's a good business decision. And then
No,
y'all
because-
justify it. Y'all just because it's a
any
woman.
business-
Hold on,
Bro,
wait.
it's the business of basketball, though. You have to have some type of skill to back up your business.
It's a
That was a
woman
bad
that is
comparison.
going to complain that she not getting the gold medal, even though she feels like she's better than Caitlin Clark and she deserves to be on that team from a basketball purist perspective. She gonna feel like she left out and a part of her legacy is going to be taken away because instead they wanted to look at it from a business perspective instead of looking at it from a logical perspective. No.
But the difference is, but the difference is,
They can actually play, both of them.
Doesn't matter.
Exactly, but Bronny never
The difference is Bronny ain't playing. Bronny ain't giving no game, bro.
The argument that y'all was making initially.
That hey, Bridge, that is so freaking crazy. We are still up in arms about this little white girl who can shoot and can pass, but can't defend worth shit. Can't defend worth shit and has more turnovers than Chicago. What was it? Chicago Sky or somebody like that combined. You know, I don't even know none of these girls in the WNBA. None of them. The only team that I know that's have 2 championships, of course, it's the Las Vegas Aces. And they're about to get a 3rd championship. And y'all crying over a little white girl. Give me a break. It's not like this little bright white girl's gonna finally break the bank or bring business to the league, and they're finally gonna stop flying commercial. What are we doing? They are not gonna stop flying commercial.
Bronny compete for what he got.
The argument that y'all made initially was who deserved to be on the roster instead of Bronny James drafted at 55.
No, that's not my argument. You won't even let me make my argument. You just talking real fast and real loud. That is not my argument. Let me tell you my argument. Let me hold on, y'all. Everybody be quiet for a second. Let me explain my argument so nobody's telling me my argument. I'm not arguing from a pure. You won't let me talk, Anton. Can you calm down for 1 second? I'm going to say my own argument so nobody else is telling me what my argument is. My argument is that no one is competing with LeBron. It's more than just business when you don't give a guy an unguaranteed contract. When you give a guy 4 years guaranteed, that means anybody who goes to the Lakers to try to get on the team, they will not get that roster spot that Bronny already has sold up. So that's not a competition anymore. And the NBA has built their reputation based on competition. So when you damage the integrity of the game like that, yes, that's bad for business. So that's what I'm talking about. Bronny.
What they're basically, I swear, they don't get anybody other exercise besides fighting online. Well, here's the thing. I hear where both sides are coming from, but yet when you have a kid coming out of college and his performance is basically doo-doo, you can expect him to go to a grown man's league. I don't care if his father was we're just gonna say Kevin Durant. If Kevin Durant has a child and he has a kid out of college, out of, let's just say, North Carolina. If his kids goes to North Carolina, and if he wets the bed and his game is trash, then I don't expect him to go to the NBA just because his father is Kevin Durant. A lot of kids that label big names who have sons who are in college go to NBA, usually trash and wet the bed. But since their father's name is Michael, the father's name is Michael Jordan. His father's name is Dennis Rodman. His father's name is Scottie Pippen. His father's name is Larry Bird. His father's name is Dirk Nowitzki. His father's name is Joe Dumars or Isaiah Thomas or Magic Johnson. You know, Magic Johnson's son is the same height as him and is very flamboyant. Just because of the name, you got to earn, show, and improve. I'm not giving you accolades just because my name is on the back of the jersey and I make millions and millions of dollars. Not even Kobe Bryant, if he was alive, would ever give his son a shot at the NBA. You got to show and prove to me that you have earned the spot. That's crazy.
Should have been competing for that spot. Yes, it's good for business to have Bronny in a Lakers uniform. They could have did that while he was undrafted and at least gave the appearance that it's still a competition, because this is the NBA where we have the best of the best play. It's not just business. You're only arguing from a solo standpoint. Business. I'm talking about both. And that's business for the Lakers and that's business for the NBA. And the NBA have just lost some credibility with hardcore fans. And that's a fact.
Well, I mean, I fundamentally disagree with the business side of it, but I mean, that's cool. It's cool.
But I mean,
I tell you what, you wait to see how Laker fans and how hardcore sports fans respond to what they just saw.
And guess what? They're not going to stop watching the same way that Knicks fans have been miserable for the last 2-3 decades, and they never stop showing up at Madison Square Garden And the Knicks never devalue, and the Knicks are never devalued as far as how much their franchise is worth, no matter how bad that James Dolan ran that franchise into the
As
ground.
a Knicks fan, yes, I did stop.
Listen, Madison Square Garden still do numbers. The Knicks,
Yeah,
the
look it
value
up,
of the
Hype.
Knicks is still at the top of the NBA, and nobody is not going to tune in to watch, regardless of how bad the product was on the floor.
That's bullshit.
But wait,
The NBA
Dude, they have boxing. They have
going to
boxing
those
events.
games.
Hey, listen,
Let me finish
they
my
have
point.
boxing
Let
events.
me finish
You
my
act
point.
like hold on. Let me
finish my point.
respond to that.
Unfortunately, I can say the same for the Dallas Cowboys. They haven't won shit since 95. 92, 93, 95 was the last time that the Dallas Cowboys have ever sniffed the Super Bowl. The last time that the New York Knicks ever sniffed the NBA Finals was back in the 90s. Their last time in the NBA Finals is when they went up against San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs had Tim Duncan and Denard Robinson. I'm blanking on the brother's name. But anyway, and they still sell tickets, but as time goes on, as time reigns, it's not the LA. Wait a minute. I almost forgot. The LA Lakers. Do you see at a point in time when they were losing, did you see Jack Nicholson in them seats? No. You're going to see Spike Lee in a New York Knicks jersey because he's a loyal, dedicated fan. But certain fans aren't dedicated to their team once they start shitting the bed. Especially me. I quit watching the Cowboys because they wet the bed. But either way, they're still going to make revenue. They're still going to make pocket. They're still going to make jersey sales, depending upon who's there.
Let me respond to that because that's not a real point. The franchise is also based on how many times they book out their arena for events. This is New York. This is the Mecca. They have boxing matches. They have concerts. They have all things to add to that pot. But New York did take a dip when they did not have the right players. So now that they got Brunson, their game is going to be fine. But they did take a dip. They did take a dip. Trust me.
So
the value of the Lakers are not going to be anything less as a result of Bronny getting drafted to that franchise.
Oh no, it's going to be more. It's going to be more.
Exactly.
Bronny's going to add another $1 billion.
That's my point. That's the whole point.
You're talking so fast. You never heard me disagree with that point.
But Quan,
you said you disagree with me, and I haven't heard one disagreement that you had with me yet, other than the fact that you agree with the basketball side, and I never once disagreed that Bronny is good for the Lakers' business. They're not good for the overall NBA's business. NBA is supposed to be built on 501 of the best players to ever touch a basketball court. Bronny does not represent that from an NBA standpoint. From a Lakers standpoint, Bronny is going to add about another $1 billion to their revenue.
But let
me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question? Why do you think that the NBA is built on competition?
I don't think I know because I've been through a training camp.
So why is it? And I'm asking, why is the NBA built on competition?
Because I went through a training camp. Is it perfect? There's nothing that you can compete in that's going to be perfect. In every scenario that you can think of, there's going to be. That's why there's a saying: it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. So in every scenario, if you know somebody or if you got the hookup, yeah, it's going to happen. It's never, and the NBA is no different. But this type of hookup, this is different than a hookup. This is just flat out wrong.
Okay, so with that being said, So you wouldn't say that the NBA is built more on stars versus competition?
It's built on competition, but their motto is to make one star, because you guys will never disrespect or disagree with a star. You never blame the star. You just keep rotating players. So from a business model, from that, to me, it's a failing business model, because what happened when the stars get hurt? And it's too much pressure on these stars to play, and that's why these accusations are coming out that a lot of these guys are on these different things. But if they made it more about a team, just like football does, and that's why football financially does so great, because people still come and watch.
Hey, just in case, did you watch the president get pop? Sorry, I'm eating chicken. You think the presidential election is going to skyrocket and it's going to end up in Donald Trump's favor, or no? Actually, you think it's going to end up in Donald Trump's favor, or no?
Watch the team play. Whether Aaron Rodgers is there or not, they watch the team play.
Yep.
Okay. I was just wondering what your thoughts were.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I mean that is definitely the business model. That is the model, but it's not a winning model. That showed you with MJ. When MJ went out, the league was like, "Holy shit, what are we gonna do?" Because MJ was the face of the league. It was just one. Now we got a superstar on each team, and we make it each superstar their own individual like face for the. Well, we still got LeBron, but each superstar is like highly valued more so than back then. Before it was MJ over everything.
Who's the superstar on the Sacramento Kings?
Who's the superstar on the Sacramento Kings? It's the Sacramento Kings, but that point guard that they got out there, their guard is there.
De'Aaron, you would say, wait. I'm just asking a question. You would say De'Aaron Fox is a superstar?
Hell yeah.
De'Aaron Fox is a superstar, but you wouldn't know that because they don't promote him as such.
He gonna show Bronny. He gonna show Bronny.
Right. Is Bronny a superstar because he getting paid?
Bronny ain't gonna check him. Bronny ain't gonna check none of these dudes.
This is insane.
If you never seen De'Aaron Fox play, if De'Aaron
it's
Fox
not
was
about
a bigger
whether or
market,
not I, as a basketball purist, can agree that De'Aaron Fox is a beast. When I look at a superstar, I'm talking about a person that sells jerseys. I'm talking about a person that people come out to see when
you're looking at it from business standpoint.
But I think the problem.
Anton's always looking at it from business. Business. Get your paper however you can do it.
He's not in the market.
He's not in the right market. That's what I'm trying to say. He's in Sacramento.
Yeah, come on, man. This is business 101.
He's in Sacramento, bro.
Let me tell you something. I pay $100,000 a year for my seats, courtside. And the way that they differentiate what they're going to charge per seat is depending on what superstar is going to appear. When the Sacramento Kings come, that's one of the lower tier ones that everybody sell their
market.
Listen. When the Sacramento Kings come to a smaller market, everybody sell their tickets and don't nobody care about.
It all depends what market you're in. Of course, when it's the LA Lakers, you're going to be paying more than just $100,000 for each for a lower seat. For an upper seat, you're going to pay $400 for a nosebleed. But if you go to Sacramento, nobody paying attention to Sacramento, even though they got some sweet players up there. I don't even know what he just named De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is great. But is he going to win championships? No. He needs to be in another market. The Boston Celtics have 18 championships now. 18 to the Lakers 17. Okay? They are going to sell seats. The Lakers are going to sell seats. Dallas is going to sell seats. Who else? Miami, believe it or not, going to sell is going to sell tickets. Everybody else, it all depends upon the market.
Going to that game.
Market.
But you're proving my point. But Anton, you're proving my point though.
Because
but you're proving my point though,
y'all
Anton.
gonna let me make my point or not?
No, I just asked what team
But
you
I'm
got.
saying you proving my point. You proving my point that they don't market.
Is my point.
No, they don't
He's not
market
a
the team.
superstar.
Right, he's not marketed as a superstar. His numbers are superstar numbers. If you look at his numbers, you can easily market this kid as a superstar.
Okay.
He's in Sacramento.
He led them to the playoffs.
What are the numbers of a superstar?
I mean,
it's not about the numbers. It's more than just the numbers. It's the marketability.
I know it's about the marketing.
It's about the marketing.
If you want to talk about,
Headshot just said it. It isn't about the marketing, and then all of a sudden it's the marketing. Jesus,
we're talking about the market, and that you okay. So listen, and this is my point. When we're talking about marketing, you also have to talk about people that are marketable.
So now he's not marketable. What makes him not marketable?
When you talk about somebody that is marketable, that then starts to impede into the business aspect of the NBA. And so what I'm saying is that the NBA is built on stars. It's built on people wanting to go and see stars. It's built on.
Guess what? All of these stars have in common.
It's a reason why they didn't want the Detroit Pistons in the 04 championship against the Los Angeles
basketball.
Lakers.
So Anton,
let me ask you. Let me tell you this, man. When you say it's a business, right? They are in the business of playing basketball. The thing about what you're talking about is, yes, LeBron James' son is going to sell a couple jerseys right now. But by the end of this season, bro, if he keep running to the wing, doing what he's doing, and not producing in the business of basketball, how the fuck do you expect him to make any money for the game? Like the stars you're talking about. Oh, the stars you're talking about, all of them have one thing in common, that they can actually play basketball. You understand? Like, bro, this dude is running to the wing. He's not even trying to get the ball. I can understand if they were calling fouls for him, bro. He's not even being aggressive enough to get fouls called for him, so he's not marketable. He's gonna run out of his marketability. Like he remind me of fucking Linsanity or some shit. Like Linsanity was for 2 months.
That's what he gonna be.
And then it dies out. You know what I'm saying? Just like Lonzo. And nobody's talking about Lonzo no more, but at least when Lonzo came in the game, he was fucking good. They fried the shit out of his father though. Then everybody wants to coddle LeBron, but they fried the shit out of LeVar. At least LeVar kids had fucking talent. He got 2 of them in the NBA through training camp. Go ask LaMelo. LaMelo gonna show Bronny what time it is. Bro, Bronny got a target on his back because of his daddy. This ain't no motherfucking
chips that's selling in 2 different directions. We missing it.
Shit. No, because I want to sell jerseys of John Morant dunking on your ass. That's why he sell off jerseys. But what happened when Memphis come to town? Wait, I'm about to crush him with this because I got season tickets too. What happened when Memphis come to town? That's a small market. What happened when Memphis come to town? They sell a fucking building out because John Morant gonna do his part and come down the middle of the lane and windmill on your ass.
No, they don't.
That's why they gonna fucking sell out them tickets.
No, they don't.
Bronny need to be windmilling on your ass.
No, they don't. Listen,
if the Lakers want to make money off of Bronny need to come through that bitch and act like he LeBron James' son.
If you a season ticket holder, then you know.
Shit, I am for the Wizards. They trash.
Cool.
But how was somebody
marketable? You know that they have the premium games.
Yeah.
And then they have the lower tier.
I know. That's why I asked you about what city you was in. I got him. Yes. And when Memphis comes in town, nigga. When Memphis, I'm sorry for calling you the N-word, bro. We on the main channel.
No, I don't
when
care
Memphis, I don't want to disrespect you. When Memphis come to town, the arena's selling out because of John Morant and what he gonna do on the court.
Okay. If you look
so
at
LeBron got to do something on the court, bro. He can't. Can you tell me this is good business? Hold on, you businessman, right? Can you tell me this is good business for this kid to keep doing what he doing with this 3 points a game shit? You think that's good business? Or you think he need to hold up his end of the bargain and start putting up some numbers on that damn basketball screen, so we could say, okay, this is a reason why we selling these jerseys.
Anton, let me ask you a question. How long do you think people are going to be buying tickets when they're going to see this boy out there 3 points every single game throughout the regular season?
Shit.
Will that make them keep coming back to buy tickets?
When you look at the ticket
and buy a
packages,
jersey? No.
When you look at the ticket packages, It's the premium games.
Yes, you're right.
Lower tier games, and then it's everything in the
That's
middle.
great. But if the young man
for
who
the
they're coming
Memphis
to
Grizzlies,
see,
for the Memphis Grizzlies,
what you about
they
to
are
say?
not a premium game. They are not
But how
listed
do
as a
you-
premium game. It is not the same.
Oh, that's because Ja Morant got
but the
suspended.
question,
It's gonna be right this year.
the
Ja
question ain't
Morant
about
suspended.
those
That's because
players.
Ja
The
Morant got
question's about
suspended.
Bronny. What is he
Okay.
going to be
All right,
doing?
you got it.
But how do
If
you,
you're
how,
buying
how do
tickets
you
for a
expect
game,
us to look
don't
at
you
this?
want to see that person play?
How
Don't
do you
you want to
expect
see
us
them
to
put
look
up
at this,
points?
bro? Like, how do you expect us to look at this as far as outlook?
He
goes?
has to
As
perform,
people who
bro. He
watch
has to
basketball.
fucking
If
play
he was in
basketball, bro.
Sacramento, guess what? He wouldn't be premium.
How you want us to look at this as far as people who watch the game of basketball and he's getting paid, but you get criticized once you take the money? That goes with criticism. If you're gonna
That's
take a
fine.
check,
Nobody is arguing that.
okay. So, but what I'm asking you right
I never
now is,
argued the performance of Bronny James.
but,
Y'all
but
arguing
listen,
the moot point.
but listen what I'm asking. Listen what I'm asking. What
And
do
you
you
telling
want
me
us?
it's good for business for
This
him
is
to
what
be
I'm
out
asking.
there
What do you
stinking
want?
quarter up. That's not good for business.
Hold on. What do you want us, right? How you want us to view it?
How do I want you to view what?
What you okay? So you're coming up against what we're saying, but how do you want us to view it?
What I'm
Just
saying
that it-
is,
okay.
I believe that the NBA knows exactly what it's doing. I don't think even for 1 second. I don't think even for 1 second that they lose a dollar. I think that they gain. I also think that NBA fans have short memories. 100%. They don't care about what happened in yesteryear. The only thing that they look forward to, and this is the way that the NBA market themselves, is what the potential could be. They don't care what coach
And
got
I
fired.
100% agree. And
They
that's
don't
why I
care about
said
what coach got fired. So when
me
so
and you
let's
didn't
say
agree much.
so let's
Can
say
you
that
hear me?
Bronny James flame out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he don't make and he wind up leaving out of the league after his 4 years or whatever, and his father is retired. Nobody cares. It's gonna be
Oh, they
based
gonna
off of
care.
what happens in the next draft, what the potential can be for your team going forward, and nobody is going.
Not exactly, because the premise is when LeBron James leaves, who is going to be the face of the NBA, and who is going to bring that pure market value? It may not be Tatum, because look, nowadays it used to be Michael Jordan was the face of the NBA, and over time it brought so many ticket sales. The Chicago Bulls weren't shit, but as soon as Michael Jordan entered into the league after 9 years, there was nothing. After 9 years of suffering, after 9 years of putting his name out there, jerseys were through the roof, shoes were through the roof. They're still buying his shoes to this day, dude. To this very fucking day, they're still buying his shoes. So they have to find the actual face of the NBA. Is it going to be Kevin Durant? I don't think so. Is it going to be Stephen Curry? Possibly, maybe. But there's too many superstars in the NBA. Somebody's going to have to fit that criteria. The more they fit that criteria, the more asses are going to be in the seats, the more tickets, the more the ticket sales, the more the jersey sales. One team is going to have to make a profit, a big margin. It is about money, but at the end of the day, it's not. The NBA is not selling like it used to. It's not selling like it used to. They're still going to be. They're still going to make. Hell, they're still going to make more than the WNBA. Ain't no doubt about that. But is it going to be number one? Is the NBA number one when it comes to sports? No, it's number 5. What's number one? What's number one in sports? Soccer. Soccer, they are selling right now. Doesn't matter what team it is. Soccer is selling right now at a dramatic rate. I work at a sports store, and people often keep calling our store and asking for soccer apparel. We don't have it. Which is sad. We often tell our boss, like, yo, we need to get some soccer. I don't like soccer. It doesn't matter if you like soccer. It's what everybody else thinks. Because guess what? When people come to your store, all they're going to do is just sell you out. And you're going to make a profit for what they bring to the table, and what you're going to be making. You're going to be more and more soccer apparel. Because it's selling. That's all it's ever doing. It's just like it was a baseball at one point, but now it's soccer. Soccer is number one in the sport. Forget NBA, forget basketball, because that's about to be Stone Age time, even though you still watch it and you still enjoy it and you still love it. But soccer ultimately makes more profit than the NBA, more profit than the NFL. If anything, it's just how it is. It's just how it is, and it's just how the market portrays. Do you know that they have one last thing? Do you know that they have when it comes to sports betting? Do you know that they have potential bookies, and they have potential dealers that when you F up, if you're a player and you F up, your life is on the line? Did you know that? That's how critical it is. That's how marketable it is. It makes money for certain individuals. It just makes money. The hell with the NBA.
Don't say, well, the NBA lost money as a result of Bronny James being in the league. No, they capitalized off of it.
I don't think the
NBA
NBA is going to lose money
forward, and they're going to be successful going forward.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. But the NBA is not going to lose money. You're not saying anything different than what I said. If you looked at my lives or actually be patient enough to listen, the only thing you disagreeing with me about is from the basketball side. I 100% agree the NBA is going to make a shit ton of money. I said that LeBron James Jr. is going to add another $1 billion to the Lakers. But where I might disagree with you at is that hardcore NBA fans from abroad and here, they're not going to forget this. I don't think they're going to forget this at all. Only Bron fans are not going to forget this.
We don't have to respect the business.
I think we got short memories and we always forget.
And if he keep running in the corner, he ain't gonna do shit. He got to stop. He been go get the goddamn basketball.
Not when your father says that he's ready to play right now. People ain't gonna forget that.
I think once he throw the alley-oop to his father in the game and everybody get the optics out the way.
Bro, I think that's what it is too. They want him to throw the lob to LeBron.
That's unheard of.
About what's going on.
You just said you still watch them though. You said you watch them to lose.
But yeah, I watch them to lose. Like the Cowboys, same thing.
So
and the Cowboys lose every year. Not surprised.
It doesn't matter about whether or not your intelligence is insulted, because you're not gonna do nothing about it. Which means that
I stopped buying their merch.
Which goes back
to buying their merch.
Which goes back to my original point, is that it doesn't matter what you purists think.
Get over here.
Only thing that matters is whether or not they looking at it from a business perspective, because they know that you're still gonna support the team, either in your hate or in your love for them.
Nah, you right, bro. They was looking at it from a business perspective. The perspective they was looking at it from is LeBron said he want this coach, so we gonna pay him. LeBron said he want his son of this team, so we gonna pay him because we need LeBron James. This shit about LeBron James.
About LeBron James.
It ain't about no damn Bronny. It's about LeBron James, bro. He trying to be like Mike. That's why I ain't never liked LeBron. It ain't because of LeBron, because LeBron is a great basketball player. No, it's messed up that they try to make him Jordan, and then they disrespect the hell out of Kobe and put him in front of Kobe. It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous.
But y'all missing the point, because it ain't just about money. Look at what L. Wallace put on the screen. Look at Jaylen Brown, NBA Finals MVP, and he hadn't been selected to Team USA when Kawhi left. The reason
who got
why
selected to Team USA when Kawhi left?
Is his teammate.
His teammate. If you say If you say that Jaylen Brown is the fourth best player on that Boston Celtics team, then you shouldn't watch basketball. That's a travesty. What happened?
So the reason why
it totally matters. It does
haven't
matter.
gotten to the reason why. Why do they keep putting out narratives that Jaylen Brown is not marketable? Educated black man.
Because Stephen A put it out there.
Marketable than Jaylen Brown.
He just won a championship.
Marketable. This is about the USA winning.
They on some other shit.
When does it come? When does it get back to winning basketball games? That's what it should be about.
Never, because it's not built on competition.
Because no, that's not true. Because you know what? If you win, you're gonna get the accolades and the fame. That's how it's supposed to go. But now, all of a sudden,
never been like that.
Since when? The Lakers proved you wrong in the '80s. What are you talking about?
Well, Isaiah
Thomas did. They won 5. They won 5 and went to 9.
Isaiah Thomas proved me not right when he didn't make the Olympic team.
Well, that was a personal thing.
This is why it's so easy to control as niggas, because we won't have an open-minded conversation. Antoine is right about some of the parts, and I didn't disagree. But this is a lot of moving parts. When you're talking about Jaylen Brown, a guy who just won Finals MVP, don't make it to the he doesn't make it to the USA team. He has a reporter saying that he's not marketable. This guy could have worked for NASA. A smart, educated black man. He's not marketable. Why?
They were saying that it was, and it's all over what Jaylen Brown said, trying to hold down Kyrie.
No, not even just that. About the jab. He spoke out against the jab as well. Y'all gotta remember.
That jab, and he spoke up for Kyrie. So
all of a sudden, he's marketable.
They only gonna have niggas that mind and worry about money.
Yeah.
And that's not supposed to be the first thing that a nigga's supposed to worry about is money and shit like that. You're supposed to be worried about principle.
And
I'm always make money. We always gonna make money. But money, what's money without faith?
Which is why I then, going back to my original point, I can't fault LeBron for doing the thing at the behest of the Lakers or the NBA for what's in the best interest of his family.
That's not in the best interest. How is that in the best interest of his son?
His son getting exposed.
His son is going to go through living hell. How is that the best interest of his son?
I don't get that.
I don't think it's. Listen, you can cut the phone off.
They talking about his son right now.
I don't think his son gonna be suffering or tripping or in a dramatic state whatsoever. I think he.
That's what you don't think, though. That's what you don't think. What I'm saying is his son was already well off. He had an NIL deal. He already is a gamer who makes millions of dollars. He didn't have to come out here and go through this public scrutiny.
It's still
how many of us ever say it's enough? If I was looking
his
at
daddy
Paul
is
George,
a billionaire. It's enough.
No, it's not. Because I was looking at Paul George. I'm looking at Paul George, and he was explaining how he didn't feel like $30 million a year was enough. He said, listen, y'all got to at least give me what Kawhi got.
Who said that?
Paul George.
Well, Paul George is out there competing and earning it. I'm saying we're talking about Bronny. He's 19 years old. Hold on, he's 19 years old. He's about to have the entire world talking about him when he already had money. Nobody knew. Nobody said one negative thing about him. And so why can't he just go ahead and just be a kid, make money, be a gamer? This ain't for you.
He made more NIL money than he did with this deal.
I'm never gonna count another man's pockets and tell him why can't you just.
I'm just saying, if he really could play, then
I'm
that's
not counting his pockets. We talking about earning and not earning. We're talking about not going through mental health issues and going through them.
And I'm pretty sure that his father and all of the advisors are making the best decision as far as financially what's in the best interest of that kid.
Yeah, but just because you get paid,
no, not at all.
Hold on. Just because you're getting paid, bro, there's a lot of degrading and disgusting things that people get paid for. So
money's all that matters. Money's all that matters to Anton. Especially when you're in the position to make more of it, because that's all they do is print more money. And it depreciates in value every single year. And that's the reason why you're making more.
Just because you're making money off
degrading
something.
about putting the ball in the hole.
No, listen to what I'm saying, bro. Listen to what I'm saying.
Bro, let's go make Elon Musk a doctor and let him, because he's Elon Musk, and let him do brain surgery. Come on, let's do that. That's good for business, right? Because we got Elon Musk on the squad. Can this motherfucker actually do surgery?
But hold on, listen to what I'm actually saying.
Yeah, that was funny. That was hilarious.
Just because they're making money off of it doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean that we have to sit back and clap. You're gonna have people who are gonna critique him and critique him harshly because it's a slap in the face. They feel that way, bro. They feel like
the most money that man can make, that black man can make. I hope he make more money than any NBA.
The black man. Here we go.
Owner on
That's cool. That's cool.
Whatever happened to becoming an owner of something? What happened to becoming an entrepreneur or something? No, we all have to stay in a government setting or a corporate setting, wherever the case may be, and we have to make money for others. Not make money for yourself as a black man, but make money for others. Make it make sense.
Listen, I am never going to sit there and say what he should or shouldn't do or what he should earn. He deserves everything he get just because.
But that's not earning.
He deserves his criticism too. I have to disagree with that. Not when it comes to the sports world.
He deserves his criticism. I think that the type of revenue that his father has generated for the NBA it's okay if his son come in and steal a little bit of money.
No, it isn't. Then you're cheating the league. That's all you're doing is just cheating. And you're teaching everybody else that it's okay to cheat. You're teaching everybody else who is trying their asses off to get into the league to cheat and not do anything, not be anything. Oh, wow.
No.
And not only here's the beautiful part.
It's okay for him to get criticized.
No. And here's the beautiful part about it. This is the beautiful part about it. Earning in the NBA has nothing to do with how good you are. It's how many jerseys and how many seats you can sell. So when you say that the Lakers or the NBA is gonna make billions of dollars off of Bronny being there, you're not gonna sit here and tell me in any capacity that this man don't deserve to get every dollar that he about to get.
No, he's not gonna make nothing if he don't dunk that basketball.
But bro,
I still say he don't.
He don't deserve it.
But it's a combination of
highway
all
robbery.
things,
Crazy,
bro.
like
if
it's highway robbery. Highway robbery.
He gotta get the ball. He gotta get the ball on the fast break.
Bron deserves some more money. Bron deserves a team in the league, which he's gonna get. But Bronny don't deserve nothing. He just his daddy's boy.
Right. That don't correlate, bro.
Bronny got to come through the lane doing the LeBron tomahawk one time, and then
it's a lot.
Other than that, man, if he gonna keep going to the wing,
I don't believe Anton when he believes what he says. I don't, because if that were his son, he would try to do it. That don't even make no sense to me. Why in the hell? Hold on.
He gonna keep going to the wing, man.
He gonna go with that narrative. Then first we need to get a whole lot of people out of these front offices.
Yeah, like JJ Redick. Yeah, like JJ Redick. JJ Redick should be the Lakers head coach.
We need to get all of these owners' sons that never qualified.
Sure do.
Bro,
and we need to get them drunken ass coaches from Duke that just say the N-word off of that.
Like Jeannie Buss.
Yeah, we need to get them drunken ass Duke players out of there. That call women the N-word.
I'm criticizing him because he getting paid. He's a professional.
I want to make sure that we being clear that when it comes to because competition is not just what's on the court, it's who put the people on the court, it's who draft, it's who's running the front office, it's all of that, right? Because that's all a part of the franchise. Everybody is a part of the team. That's why other people get rings when a team win a championship. I want to see the whole slate wiped clean then. I want owner sons out. I want nepotism going across the board.
But they own the team. How can you say that when they own the team? How can you say that when they own the team, though?
So it's only based off of who own the team. It's not based off of who can capitalize the most.
Because you talk about
I said what nepotism is to me. Am I allowed to respond to him, bro? I said what nepotism is to me. When you own the business, that's true nepotism. LeBron don't own the Lakers. He's just leveraging. He's leveraging his talent. He's leveraging his ability and his power. That's it. He don't own the Lakers.
Capitalizing off of the fact that the Lakers is capitalizing off of him is good for everybody. Everybody.
Yeah, but you can't say that and then say you trying to win and put out a product like that.
That part.
The same way that you say that you can't say that you're trying to win when somebody is in a position to run the franchise, which ultimately affects what goes on the floor because it affects everything. If you're trying to win and you're trying to win across the board, you can't just pick and choose and say, "Well, but you know the front office is different." What happens in the front office absolutely affect what goes on the floor.
Well, we see that.
That's why we complaining about the front office too.
Right. Everybody complaining about this front office.
You complain about from a nepotism perspective in the front office.
Jeannie Buss.
Yes.
No. What
do you mean? Jeannie Buss is running this team to the ground.
No. Who did Jeannie Buss put in the front office that you don't like since she's the owner of the team?
We complain about all of them, bro.
Listen, Rob Pelinka, and then before that, her brother.
How is Rob Pelinka related to Jeannie Buss?
What? How is he related? How is he related to it? You just said no. Who does she put there? You just said who does she put there?
When we talk about nepotism and favoritism,
but she was put there, bro.
Any front office across the league,
she was put there.
Tell me somebody that's in that position that don't deserve to be there.
She was put there, and she don't know what she's doing.
Actually worked with the team for a long time, so I wouldn't say she don't deserve to be there because she was doing work for him.
But she wasn't making basketball decisions, though. That's the thing.
Exactly. That's why she brought in Magic and Rob Pelinka to help her with basketball decisions, and that's what they run. That's the operations that they run.
Listen.
So that's what that is.
At the end of the day, I'm right. I'm right.
You halfway right.
Well, we right too. We right too.
You got a point when it comes to the
100% wrong.
Listen, what I'm saying. You got a point when it comes to the business side, but we don't have to respect.
You're looking at you're looking at the glass half full, half empty.
We don't have to respect how they do business.
I'm looking at the facts. I'm looking at the reality.
From a basketball standpoint, this is horrible. This is it's bad across the board. He's still in a spot from somebody. He's been doing it ever since he was in high school. This is what we're saying. And then it translated to now he's a professional and he can be talked about because he's getting paid for it.
Absolutely can be talked about. Nobody is arguing that.
Well, that's all I'm saying. If he's not performing, then he's going to hear the criticism. I mean, hey.
The criticism also could be constructive criticism too, because at the end of the day, bro, if you're out there, let's say you're taking an advanced math class or anything, and the class is moving too fast for you, right? You're going to fail. It's not doing you no good to sit in that class all semester long and knowing that you can't keep up with the speed. So the criticism needs to be constructive and say, hey, look, he's not ready yet. Let's send him somewhere else so that he can get better. But instead, you're going to walk him out there. You're going to humiliate the boy.
And at what point does the father step in and say, hey, man, maybe this is too much? Instead of saying, oh, he don't give a F. He don't care. He go home and play his video games. Psychologically, this is going to affect him some way, shape, or form.
Well,
it's going to affect him.
LeBron already set him up because now every player is going to be coming at him after what he just said.
Right. They own him. They own his day.
It affected LeBron when LeBron was going through his criticism.
It affects him now.
When he left Miami, it affected him. He even said it got to me. You know what I'm saying? So how do we think this son's got more pressure and it's not affecting him at all? It got to be affecting him.
No doubt. I think they're just talking him through it, and they just want to get to this point because this was really about a narrative for LeBron. It ain't about Bronny. You know, if it was, he would want Bronny to get as good as he could and stay another year of school at least, or maybe go overseas and play professional for a year and then come and join the league. Right.
He can come back and ball.
Right. This ain't about that. That's how you know this ain't about Bronny. It's not about Bronny at all.
Because the right thing to do is say, okay, he struggled, he had heart issues, get himself together, stay at least 1 or 2 more years whenever he feels like he's ready, then come back.
Hey, Anton, guess what? Anton, if he had done that, that bag would still be there. All the popularity, all the jerseys.
It ain't going nowhere, like I said. His popularity is going to be there. They're still going to be asking about Bronny regardless. but the popularity is still going to be there. The money is still going to be there. He's just going to have to prove that he is worthy of getting that spot.
Jersey sales. If he had waited a year or so, it'd have still been there because LeBron would have stayed around to play another year. It'd have still been there.
You don't have to.
But well,
that's why
what's happening. It's gonna
criticism though. If you're not
right,
ready,
the criticism and it's stunting his game, his growth. He's not going to get better.
It's plenty of NBA players that probably should have went to college, but we tell them to go in and get that bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this dude is not
You said you want to have a business argument though, right?
Well, they asked me a question.
No. I want to have a business argument again because I know how the NBA is promoted as the 500 best. So from a business argument, does Bronny James represent 500 of the best players you've ever seen?
No.
All right, now
so
can I add context to that?
Now the Lakers are winning, so we don't disagree that the Lakers are going to make a shit ton of money. But from an NBA perspective, they just lost credibility. If you marketed this business, because they spent a lot of marketing dollars saying nobody in the world can beat players in the NBA. That's their brand.
But here's the problem with that though, Kwame, is that I don't agree with that's the way that the NBA is marketing themselves.
That's how they market. You can look it up. They tell every team we're the best ever. We're the best in the world.
I don't
Listen, we can Google this. They have all the sports commentators. Hold on. Who the fuck is doing that while I'm talking? Who is making all this goddamn noise while I'm trying to talk?
Well,
what is that noise?
I was muted.
It's like I'm hearing like a stuttering noise. What the fuck is that noise? It's like a snoring thing every time I'm trying to speak.
They're marketing themselves based off of narratives, superstars, competition as far as, well, you live in this city and they live in this city, and it's not even competition based off of who the best player on the floor.
I agree with that.
They're truly marketing themselves is by faces, not by whether or not.
That's what I'm saying. You're proving my point. That's how they try to market the game now. On the old regard, when they had Michael Jordan and the Dream Team, these guys would go around the world punishing people, and they marketed the NBA back then as these are the best of the best. Now, don't be fooled by we have a superstar. That's still one aspect of it. Yes, they market superstars to gain more revenue, but the NBA is solely based on these are the best players that ever play the game. That's why they draft from overseas and everywhere else. They just said it. Thank you. They just said it the last draft class that the NBA is the best league because we get players like Jokic and all these players from overseas. So we have a collective of the best players that ever played the game.
Very true indeed. And you make more revenue that way.
That's how they still market it.
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe that it's based off of the best players ever, or is based off of certain markets that they trying to penetrate in order to continue to promote the NBA itself?
The NBA as a collective is based off the best players from around the globe getting drafted and doing a workout and getting drafted to teams in the NBA. If the NBA wasn't a destination for the best players, then they would have left Jokic at home. They would have left Antetokounmpo at home. These guys come to the NBA because they dream about playing in the NBA because it was marketed to them as the best league ever. Because these guys can stay home and make millions of dollars at home. Why wouldn't they? I know some players overseas that are famous as shit. They making $8, $9, $10 million, $20 million a year. And some of them come over here and play in the NBA. Why?
I'm not putting it was not the best. If 500 best players.
But this the problem.
That team represented the best of the best.
Player. The 500.
The problem I'm having is I don't care who they had representing.
Because if it was Isaiah Thomas would have made it.
But you pulling hairs though.
I'm not pulling hairs. It was not the best.
If he was that good, then he'd have been voted on the team since his coach.
It wasn't. He wasn't not on, and that's my whole point.
But his coach was the coach. So if his coach really thought that the team would have ran without him, he would have been there.
At the end of the day, look, whether he was the best or not, guess what? The replacement could play basketball. This kid.
It's always something. It's always who makes the bet, who makes more money, who's the best player. Da 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 da. At the end of the day, It all depends upon the market and what you bring to the table as a player. Jokic came up out the league scorching hot. You know what he couldn't do? He couldn't go left. After a year or so, he went left and he had absolutely no fear. And the refs gave him star power. The referees gave him star power. And guess what? He got help from Kyrie. Let's not forget about Kyrie. But he helped take the Dallas Mavericks, who were once NBA champions in their own right due to Dirk Nowitzki. They went to the NBA Finals, and unfortunately, they lost 4-1 to the Boston Celtics, which has 18 championships. Okay. But I hope everybody has a good time. I hope they do. I hope everybody has a good time. Now, I might as well do it right now because I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow or not. I have some stuff that I need to do tomorrow and Monday. I don't know. I have to check my schedule. But this next thing I want to do real quick is the people who are based on and tread and in dire need of coming to Las Vegas. I don't know what they need in Las Vegas. I'm in Las Vegas. All it is nothing but trouble. Now I can only say if they were white, I would have been like, oh well, the particular average white person coming to Vegas, getting drunk, getting plastered and fucking raw without a condom and having a good time in their version. Whatever. These are people off the internet. For whatever crazy ass reason you're coming to Las Vegas, I don't know. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good at all. But I don't want to be judgmental. Now, there is one name that rings out to me that the person that I want to meet, the person that I truly want to meet would be, I think his name is Jay Morrison. I don't want to butcher the brother's name, but I want to be sure. Let me see. Let me look this up real quick. The wheels of the bus are popping off. Let me do this here. I hope I got the. No. Sorry, I have my family over, and they decided to barbecue, and they were going to jump, and then my nieces and nephews, along with my kids, were going to jump in the pool. Couldn't do it today because it finally started raining and thunderstorming. Right? It finally rained today, but niggas were doing donuts in the parking lot. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But see if we got sound. I don't think we got sound. Hold on. Yep, we do have sound. So without further ado, just reviewing and reacting to Ness's live. Ness is one of the ones that's coming to Las Vegas. Let's review.
Out. Arts and crafts, Miss B. What's good to Denise? Shout out.
Tell them to do none of this shit. So how can you be responsible for what another grown motherfucker do? That's number one. All you did was have a motherfucking show and shit. She wanted to do the show. She pressed
it. That part. They're not even thinking about that part. And it's wild. Like, so you're really that desperate to blame me that you're telling me because we did the dating show. I'm the reason why all of this is happening. Are you okay? This is
Well, Ness, I don't blame you for it, but I will say that even before the dating show, I had put the Maryland law in your thing. You put it up. I put it up in the chat. You put it up there, and she laughed it off, said I didn't know what I was talking about.
But at the end of the day, even with the Maryland law, that's her life. That's her marriage. Ness didn't put no AK-47 up to her head and say you better do the show.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Calm down.
I said, go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry.
You already know I take charge. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I told Ness about it. She ignored it. Then once y'all got the trip rolling, I said it again. Then I asked about the baby, and y'all was like, well, you trying to drag her child? No. Because I done seen everything that I done seen that y'all didn't see.
Natural.
Hey to you, Ness, everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat. I ain't gonna hold you long. I gotta do a little message early in the morning. I just want to say to you, I've been saying it from the gate. This trip that you have planned is a blessing. It was supposed to be just for 2 people. Other people are coming, and that's a good thing. You're not responsible for anybody but you. Lemon is not responsible for anybody but
Now, if it was just 2 people, I would have hadn't said anything. But it's going from 2 people to a group of people. Are we just here to have a good time or what? And Shakim, I mean, would like to see him for the first time. Like, I don't know, bruh. I just too many things can go wrong when it's just a group of people there. When it's just few of you, then it's okay. But when it's a handful of you, some things can go completely left.
him. Y'all know I love Brookie, and I said, y'all got to be quiet sometimes. You can't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. If somebody is lying on you, you don't have to respond to that because what you're doing, I'm not talking about you, I mean the situation. This is their marriage. I don't even feel like I want to talk about it because it's none of my business. But if you put it out there, you don't have to respond to everything. People will make up stuff because they don't like you. No stress. You got a trip planned for next month, and God willing, you going, somebody paid for it. That's all you have to be concerned with. Enjoy. If it's breaking off now, it could be a blessing and surprise. You get where I'm going with that? If you're not responsible for anybody else. If Brooke is gonna go, Brooke is responsible for Brooke. It's up to her to either fight it in the public or leave it alone and work it out in private. But whatever she does.
But wait a second, Natural. Hold on.
No, let me finish with Ness. Let me finish.
No, because we having a dialogue up here. I'm not being interrupted.
I want you, Jada. I want you to speak with her, but let her finish, and then you go ahead and
my
speak.
point. My point.
Girl, I was on mute for 3 minutes.
But Jada, this is for Ness. I want to finish my point because it's like from the beginning. This could be a blessing in disguise, but whatever the fallout is, it's not your fallout. I get where you're going, and you know what? Be watched out. God will make sure that you're going to go and have a good time. You'll be protected because you have nothing to do with it. And those who are awake, we know you don't have anything to do with it. And all the other stuff is just fluff. That's it. Okay, J-Don.
Thank you.
So this is the problem. This is the problem with it, Natural. Why you have to make me wait for you to finish? The problem is, I would not dare do a meet and greet and know that it's somebody that done lied to my motherfucking face that I can't trust in the midst of my people.
John, would you go back and play this?
No, you have 3.
What the hell was that?
You have 3 minutes.
No, natural. Let her finish natural. Let her get it out.
Now you shut the hell up because if I have to be on mute for you to talk,
no, Jada,
because now she's talking, I'm talking.
Don't talk to her like that. But don't talk to her like that. No, that's a no. Finish what you gotta say.
And I'm grown. And I'm grown. And I'm grown. And I shut up for you.
They done.
What the fuck? What the hell's going on, yo? I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
I'm going down.
Now she want to leave because I got a valid
I
point.
don't play with children.
You disrespected her for no
Girl,
reason.
look at your child.
Go ahead.
You talk about for no reason. No,
yeah,
she shut me up.
Shut the hell up. You didn't have to say shut the hell up. You just sort of just whatever. You didn't have to say that. She's never.
What you want? You wanted me to tell her to shut the fuck up?
No, you could have told her, "Can you please be quiet, ma'am?"
I ain't trying to do all that. Not tonight.
But I do agree with
day.
what she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It does. It would make me feel a little uncomfortable as well, just because.
Oh, let's fast forward through some of this stuff. What's going on here?
Expose me if I don't call you to have a conversation with you.
Again, it was a decision that was made after the fact. It was right before I was getting ready to go to bed. I was on my way to bed, and I said, let me just call it. If I thought it would have been an issue, or you would have felt some kind of way, like I was going behind your back, I would have said to you, I'm going to call Shelly. And then me and you would have had the conversation, and it either would have happened or not. But I definitely was not calling her to be malicious behind the scenes or talk behind the scenes in reference to what was going on.
No. That's not what I'm not. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying calling her period was sketchy. Like I'm not saying it doesn't even matter. I'm saying calling her is sketchy. But I'm telling you that decision that you made, it for me, it made me uneasy. It made me side eye you for calling her. Like that makes me like, girl, like what? I just didn't expect that. So there's that. And then I mean, well, Trins, do you want to add anything? Because I'm gonna just like this real quick. I'm like this real quick.
What I was saying before you got up here is that if we supposed to be tight and cool like we were in this particular environment, we gotta let especially the way you and Ness roll, you gotta let her know every one of your moves. And it's sad, but it gotta be like that because like now Ness out here looking dumb. She out here
but how she looking dumb?
Ain't these the same people? No. She told me this already. Trish told me about this already. So she's gonna have security, and then this dude Jesse or Gerald, whatever his name is gonna have security as well. What the fuck do you need security for? Why? Is there something going down that I don't know about? Dude, what is so profound about you that you have to have security for the one place that has so much for a little ass town that is growing tremendously, and all you had to do is go to your freaking hotel, pack up or unpack, get in the shower, get in the shower, get dressed, go out, get shit faced, or get into whatever it is that tourists get into, because these are nothing but tourists. I've been here for damn near 14, 15 years, and all I see is nothing but fucking tourists everywhere, just getting shit faced. These people, I don't know what it is that they're going to do, but I know that when Ness said she wouldn't come, not Ness, Trish said she wasn't coming. I know the reason why now.
On something that she literally that don't even make sense. How she looking down? How she looking down?
I'm finna tell you, babe. She's looking crazy because as much as you're getting dragged, she's getting dragged, and the weight of everything is on her shoulders. Now,
what? Are you fucking kidding me?
Hold on. I got it. Let me get it out and tell you how. People are saying that she's in a play. People are saying that you're lying about A, B, C, and D, which is making her questioning things. Then she's only finding out certain things on YouTube that if you would have just said, text her or something and say, yeah, I had this conversation, blase, blase, blah, and left it like that, because then she's caught off guard. Ness is very strategic in how she moves. So if she would have knew that, then she could have moved a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? So now they're saying if the shit fuck up in Vegas, it's her fault. If
But what will fuck up in Vegas? Because I'm really kind of confused how everybody else is the fucking victim when literally I didn't come on here on the internet with this shit. I didn't bring this shit to YouTube. I literally asked for that man not to even be entertained. The conversation.
No, you are a victim in your.
I'm not trying to be.
You are in more than one situation.
Okay,
you're in
what
more
I'm
than
saying
one
is this.
situation. You're a victim in one, but you're not in the Vegas situation. When
Okay.
it comes to our shit, you're not.
Nobody talked about Vegas.
Honest.
I'm confused.
What the hell? This is why we're having this conversation, because we're supposed to be meeting, and it seems like you've been dishonest. So we want to be comfortable with the people that are on the
honest when my motherfucking whole personal life is being splattered by a fucking deranged nigga who can't accept the fact that I decided to move the fuck on. I'm confused.
I agree with all that,
I'm
but I'm
confused. I be getting my motherfucking head bashed in all day, all fucking day.
We all do, Brooke. We all do.
So I don't feel like I want to have to come on a person who I trust panel and get my head bashed over me having a conversation where if you trust me as a motherfucking friend, then nothing between us will ever be talked about, period. It wasn't even like.
How do you get up on here and just I'm sorry, y'all acting like a bunch of buffoons. I don't have time for it anymore. I don't have time to argue. I don't have time to do none of that, dude. The more older I get, the more wiser I get. It was like, I honestly, when I was in my 20s, yeah, I would have been into everything, almost everything. In my 30s, pretty much the same thing, but I go in there cautiously, right? And usually everything we coming out fine. Nowadays, nah, bro. I'm in my 40s. But I'm still in my younger 40s, but nah, bro. The energy I have is for one night and for one night only. You F up one time with me and I'm going back home. Going back home, going to the hotel, whatever the case may be. But these individuals here, they sound like they're in their 30s. Yo, what are we arguing about? I don't have that type of time, bro.
That I got other shit, bigger shit to fucking fry. I said it was more so me literally just not thinking that it would have even been a big deal. Because if I had known it would have been a big deal, I would have straight called you first. I wouldn't have no problem with doing that.
We were just talking about a former president getting shot. We were just talking about that. And that alone should spark, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of people to act right. That should spark it, because you could be here today and be gone tomorrow. But all we doing is arguing, bruh. If it takes that many views, I don't want it. I don't want it. I would be glad with 40. That's what I would be glad with. I'm just being honest with you. Because if it takes 900 people to go through that whole drama, I don't want it. It just takes the energy out of it. You need too many people on one panel to argue about what? as an adult, mind you, it just says to the rest of the world how garbage we are. That's just it. I got to tell the truth. We act garbage. We act like garbage, filth. Something that not even the white man wants to put their white man wants to put their hands on. Sorry to say it like that, but that's just how it is. Ain't nobody gonna want to touch any. Dude, come on, we got to do better.
Because I know
so
how
you
you
want
roll.
so let me understand. You want just everybody to just pick up from where we left off, like this shit ain't never happened, meet you and just all be happy. We all happy, go lucky, like nothing's. That's how we supposed to do this.
I ain't going back.
But if we were supposed to meet in person,
because I didn't ask for this.
Then this wouldn't matter.
I mean, let me just say it this way: to each his own, right? To each his own. If we're going somewhere based on what we do as a group, what we plan for as a group, what we voted on as a group, and we say, yo, this is the standard. We can do this, and we can do this. What we're not going to do is X, Y, and Z. We're not gonna act a fool. We're gonna go in there, we're gonna have a good time, we're gonna have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we're going to meet at this certain place. We're going to meet somewhere downtown on the strip. We're going to meet at the Fremont. We're going to do the zip line. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then 3 days go by. We pack up and head home. I would have no problem with that. I would have no problem with that at all. But you're sitting there and arguing, and I'm thinking, oh, this person is trolling me because of this. This person trolling me because of I don't care. This is how when people die young. And they just get older and older. And you're in your 30s, but you're 40 years old. And when you're in your 40s, you're in your 50s. And when you're 50s, you're in your 60s. You're going to continue to act like this? Has anybody read the book of Exodus? I think my bad, it was Deuteronomy. In the beginning of Deuteronomy, did you know that people were in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights for a reason? For reasons. This is what it feels like. But in the end, we'll see.
I didn't ask for this. And I really feel as though that anything that I have done thus far with the information I didn't share with you guys that I haven't even shared with the public thus far should have shown where the fuck I stood and where I was at. Period. I don't want to hear no shit about no motherfucking disloyalty or no other shit like that. Because if that was the case, I always tell people, you got something, drop it. That wasn't even what the case was at all. It really wasn't. And it's sad because I literally have to deal with a person who in real life, because they can't talk to me, is not only now harassing me on YouTube, but harassing my fucking family, threatening my family, telling my family that if I don't call him or get in contact with him, he'll call CPS on me. I'm the one got to deal with this shit. So for anybody else to even feel some kind of way, I'm fucking appalled because I'm the one that's had to deal with this shit, had to deal with a deranged fucking person, had to deal with a bunch of.
Then why didn't your ass call the police then? If that was the fucking case, women would cry all day long. We need protection. Where's the protection? Call the police!
The motherfucking lies and people make it seem as if I'm the one that's engaging or going behind the scenes trying to interact with two different people at the same time, and I'm not. I'm confused.
I'm not mad at you at all. I'm just.
But that's what it sounds like. Because I mean, you would have thought that I gave somebody some information about anything that I talked about. I have not talked about this Vegas trip or anything that got to do with the fucking Vegas trip. because I already know how that is.
You're arguing an argument by yourself. Nobody said that you're doing that. Nobody said you're doing that.
You good,
that's what it feels
bad,
like. Because if anything,
bad.
if y'all if it should be that, it should be that. Then this conversation should have took place in behind the scenes, not in front of everybody.
No, this all hell.
Who is already
Sounds like regret. And I think this is one of the many reasons why men say what they say online. This is the reason what it, and now it's transitioning onto the real world, into dating shows. It's like, what did the guy ask? What is your toxic trait? This is your toxic trait. Going on these guilt trips and putting the onus on everybody but yourself. Wow, this is like Hollywood type shit.
Oh, already. No. I will never. No. I'm not
motherfucking crazy. I ain't got time for that. I don't need no extra people who I'm supposed to trust and vibe with. The fucking transfer. I've been getting dragged by this whole entire
You're not exempt. Bro, I'm gonna deal with you like I deal with anybody else. If I'm supposed to meet you and you do some shit, I'm gonna address it public.
What the fuck are you talking about? Me being you in Vegas ain't got shit to do with the fuck that nigga doing.
You didn't tell me that you were calling Shelly.
I'm confused. I didn't know that I gotta fucking tell you my every motherfucking move either.
I don't fuck with that bitch. That is some slimy ass shit. Especially on this shit. You should have told me.
You don't fuck with that bitch. Okay, you don't fuck with her. I don't fuck with her. That ain't got nothing to do with her.
You didn't do that.
The fuck? That's crazy. I'm not understanding. What kind of shit is that?
How are you not understanding?
I'm not. What the fuck I just said? I'm not understanding. I can have it. Listen. I had a conversation with her about my fucking personal business. Nothing else and nothing on. So I'm fucking confused as to why I'm getting this motherfucking.
I will say this: when the men argue, we arguing about sports. Or we're arguing about females all day. I don't know what the hell these women are arguing. First, I hear about Trip going to Vegas, then it trans over to CVS being threatened, and nigga won't leave me alone, and my baby daddy this, my baby. It goes in a whole bunch of shit. I can admit that some men are on panels when it's just none but men. That's what we're talking about. That's what we yell about is sports and shit. Oh, but when we're together, it's a whole big mess. Not every live stream, but we continuously show our age. And the more we argue, the more we get into confrontation with each other, the more older we get. It's just like dinosaurs, yo.
Because you're worrying about the wrong thing. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I gave you a heads up that your op, that your op was going to expose you, and she's trying to dangle over your head.
I don't feel like she was going to do that.
I told you that. And next thing you know, I found the next day y'all had a
okay, so did you not read the chat? Because it was a few people said that I should have called her. A few people in the chat was like, you might want to give her a call. Yeah. And at first I said, no, I'm not going to give her a call. So I decided to make the call after the fact. I didn't know the fuck that I had to. I mean, like I said, if I'd known that I was going to do it right then, I would have told you, well, I'll call her later on. What the fuck would have been the difference of me saying I would have called her? I'm not understanding that. That's the part I ain't understanding.
If you would have put in a group chat, okay, well, I'm going to give her a call, I would have been shocked and I would have had a conversation. I would have like, call her so you know her or y'all talk. I would have asked you questions to know where your head at.
But no, I do not talk to her. I'm not talking to Shelly in over fucking almost 10 years, going on 2 years. I have not talked to Shelly. I have not talked to her in a long motherfucking time. So I'm confused.
That's why
I'm confused by that, because that is something right there that should nobody feel no kind of way about, especially what the fuck that I'm dealing with in reference to a person coming on this fucking line. Ain't no, I'm kidding. What do you mean? Are you kidding?
Bestie, all this bestie bullshit. Well, I wasn't bestie that night because you damn sure made sure to give
what
her a call.
And I never talked about you. We spoke about what the fact that this man called her and spoke to her about and lied to her about. I'm confused. I didn't have no other conversation outside of that. That was the conversation that we had in reference to what this man lied, which he has lied to a lot of people. So I'm confused. That's why I'm confused. I didn't have no conversation about anything other than that.
Can I say something, Brooke? Can I say something, Ma?
Go ahead. I mean, I wasn't going to stop you from saying something. You don't got to.
But sometimes, but sometimes
this
you'll
shit
cut
is getting
me.
fucking weird.
But sometimes
like, I'm annoyed with this shit.
But sometimes you'll cut me off. So what I was also going to tell you, I said this earlier. I said, and this is the same thing I said in the back chat. Good, bad.
About Shelly. I'm not blaming Shelly. Fuck that bitch. It's not about that raggedy asshole. We just saying that that's an op, and I'm shocked that she called the bitch. And I can be shocked. And if you don't like it, oh well. Go ahead, Intrinsic.
I said good, bad, or indifferent. I'm riding with you because that's the way my loyalty is set up. I'm just pointing out how we got here and how Ness feels about it. I understand your heart. I felt your heart in the back chat. I understand. I feel what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? My baby, I feel what you're going through. At the same time, I want you to be able to look at this objectively instead of subjectively so you can see the full circle of how we got here. That's it.
All right, let me ask you a question, right?
I'm not your enemy. I'm not your enemy.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that you or Ness was my enemy. I never said that. Let me just also say this. With all this shit that's going on, the amount of shit that has happened, even from that time frame, I'm trying to do it so that it don't affect anything else that I going on.
Thomas. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, go ahead. Go now.
Did LG ask you a question?
No, LG is talking in riddles, and we've already discussed everything that she's talking about. Okay.
I'm not
when I block him
about that. Listen
when I block, hold on, because I'm not finished. When I block him, when I block this man, cut off contact, because now at this point, I don't want to have no dealings with you. After he calls and lies and tells Shelly that I was trying to rekindle, I was trying to get my life back with him, and I wanted to be with him, he was blocked. I sent a receipt to show after he did all that of him texting me with crazy shit. Did I not send that receipt?
He admitted, and he also.
So this ain't even about a Vegas trip. This is about a situation that particularly happened on their sector. It's not even about a Vegas trip. I only play 5 minutes of this, and yet nothing is being said about Vegas. So that ultimately means to me is these people have other intentions, which is kind of weird it's kind of weird in a sense, but whatever. We pretty much wasted a good 8 minutes on this. Nothing to see here.
So what the fuck you talking about then, bitch? I ain't getting shit wrong.
No.
What you talking about? You gonna try to find and make it a way to make it my fault? It's gonna happen.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead, LG.
Okay. Yeah. When you start, I'll start your time, LG.
Okay.
This is worse than the Umar sector.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. Actually, you was playing all of them.
No, I'm lying, because in the black sector, somebody pulled out a gun online. When I did it, it was offline, so to speak, until Well, we won't go there. But in the black sector, I seen, you know what I'm saying? I seen some females pull out some guns in the black sector. And I'm going, hell to the no, fucking no. Why the fuck would you pull out a gun online? Why would you?
Why the blue fuck would you have something like that done?
Oh man.
I have no idea. Let's continue.
Now we flipping it.
No. Listen, although he did say this and that. Now, when the man kept asking you yesterday on that one particular day on Nest panel, he said, "So, are you for real? Is this what you want? Is this who you want to be with? Are you for real?" For one, he shouldn't have had to keep constantly asking you that if you wouldn't, if you'd have just said, obviously, once you offline, you in your like on here, you in fictional. Once you offline, you in reality. This man giving money to you, he's paying your bill, the little bills. Where he said he even give you money to go to the casino. Don't you know what that man said? See, I'm a good listener and a great observer. Today on OPS channel, he fucking mocked you with that red hair, baby. He said, all you do is go to casinos. You can't keep no roof over your fucking head, okay?
That's fine.
Okay, time. Finish it up so I can bust you again.
No. See, you don't want.
Hold on, finish it up so I can bust you.
That was time. Finish your last statement.
She's not gonna get it. She's the victim. She's always the victim.
Yeah, finish it up. Because you're not gonna. He should know what the fuck he want and what he don't want. The mere fact or the minute that you decided to leave your motherfucking family and stay fucking be gone like all. Be gone, bitch. I'm not playing with none of y'all or him either. And I don't give a fuck who don't like how I'm talking and how I'm carrying shit. Y'all don't have no respect for nobody. Y'all let niggas use and abuse y'all. I ain't. That nigga was supposed to pay my bills, bitch. I'm just talking.
Stop talking with y'all statements and putting names on this, bitch. I'm about to cut your ass out.
About, why the fuck would I be talking about you? Why would I be talking about you? You want to argue. Why the fuck would I be talking about you?
Tell me about your lies. Tell me about the lies.
Why would I be talking about you?
I don't want to talk about your husband. I don't want to talk about the lies. Fuck all that. So, okay, so let's talk.
And I keep asking, what the fuck lies are you talking about? You said got a baby, too.
And these are the people you want to see come to Vegas? And these are the people you want to see come to Vegas? Not me. Hell to the no. Hell no. I'm staying home. Fuck it. I am staying home with my with my true lovely family. Oh, what did I walk? Listen, bruh. Look, Nighters, these are the people who want to come to Las Vegas next month. These are the people. What? Here.
We're not a baby. We are going to address this before we go on this trip. So we can trust you.
My personal situation don't have nothing to do with this motherfucking trip. If I say I'm going to Vegas, then that's the fuck I do. I'm not understanding. What part of that you ain't comprehending? Now you want to fucking argue. You sound dumb as fuck.
So just keep it real. All I'm asking you to do is keep it real.
You didn't ask me shit. I'm talking. You didn't say one fucking word to me. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Because you keep talking over me. I don't want to talk about your husband. I'm not interested in your marriage or lack thereof.
But
I want to know about
what then.
You done enough talking. So let's move on. Please, let's move on. Because now I'm
don't fucking get mad with me. I didn't ask for that.
I know what's gonna happen. Yo, meet up. Once you get your little head together, once you get your shower on, get your drink on, get your freak on, whatever the case may be, because these are a bunch of dykes or whatever they're called over dykes and just homo thugs over there, over in the beach sector. I don't know. That's what I was told. That's just what I was told. Anyway, they once you get all that done and out the way, you meet somewhere. It only takes that one person, that one individual that will say something or do something that just completely F's up the whole entire party or a whole entire situation. And the next thing you know, they going at it. They crash out. They crashing the out, bruh. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit there with my popcorn. Don't hit the bed. Don't hit. Now, oh shit, here come the table. Oh, she suplexed the bed.
Shit, you got dumbass drunk bitches come up here asking me questions.
Please, I'm so past being mad. I'm just frustrated and confused.
The fuck? How you gonna be frustrated and mad over something that ain't happening to you? I'm the one that's fucking mad and frustrated. You ain't got to deal with this shit.
You keep talking about Vegas. How the fuck are you gonna talk about Vegas, Brooke, when you're supposed to be meeting with us and we're finding out that you could possibly be lying about shit? Now hold on. See, you know what? See, okay.
Do you want me to go to Vegas or no? Because I ain't getting ready to do this with you today.
You have every right.
I'm not getting ready to do this with you today.
Okay.
I don't got the energy. If you want me to still go, then I'm going. But I'm not doing this with you today.
Don't give me that voice. I ain't even trying to hear it. I want to know. I want to know. Okay, you see, now you got Malik backstage. So now Malik is backstage.
He can stay back there. If he come up on this panel, I'm dropping down.
Malik is back. Malik, can you put in the back chat what is it? What you want, please? Can you please put that in the back
no
chat?
No contact with him. I was referred to have no contact with him. None.
Who's Malik?
And that was the next step.
Okay. Malik, can you please type in the back chat?
What fucking question was asked?
Do you have a baby? Did you give birth to a baby girl?
Okay. What the fuck does that got to do with anything that's happening right now? Because I didn't gave birth to 5. So I'm confused.
Let me answer you. You know what it has to do with it? It becomes a concern, right? If you weren't telling the truth. Why? Because it's strange behavior. And we are meeting each other, Brooke. So if we were to find out, let's just say you were lying. We would have a conversation with you because we don't hate you. We don't have a conversation with you so we can figure you out and make sure that we all have a good time. This is not a bash Brooke. This is not a kick Brooke out. We're trying to understand you.
I'm not asking. No, I'm not.
What? To understand somebody is to surveillance someone? Wow. I wish Trish were here so I can have a better understanding if Trish were actually here, because she's been through that sector before. She understands these people better than I do. I don't understand shit. All this is just leading me to believe that you don't need to come out the house anytime soon, bruh. You don't need to come out the house. No, the only time I need to come out the house is if I have to go to the store. Honey, you want? Yeah.
Not answering no questions about my children. That's how that's going to be resolved.
All right. Well, Brooke, I'm going to go ahead and let Malik up.
I'm going to be not wrong. You were not wrong.
Shakim, are you still there?
Shakim listening the entire time.
Lord have mercy. Shakim, I'm just...
Immediately ask her what's the holdup. That's first.
She said I did ask her. No, I don't want you to ask me 4 questions in a row. Let me answer each. So I did ask her that, and she said timing is the issue, and she said she's going to try to squeeze it in tomorrow.
Okay, Ness. So on your panel, when I gave them the blessing, it went from Tuesday to Thursday. Now you trying to squeeze it in, right? But replay everything she say. She this bad boss bitch. How hard is it for you to take the time out to go get it done the same amount of time you take to hit your panel? That don't sound crazy to you?
No, yeah, it sounds like she's stalling. It does sound like it sounds like she's stalling.
Okay,
It does.
so hold on,
second.
hold on.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Tracy.
Okay,
Let me
yes,
just make sure it's
I'm
Tracy.
here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, Malik.
Okay, so secondly, right? If she's so happy, right, and I blocked her, she blocked me, right, and she tells you everything, ask her this. Say, Brooke, did you call Malik and ask him if he had a 2-hour conversation with somebody about you? That's first. Second, ask her, say, well, okay, he publicly gave you his blessing. You did tell him that you wanted a chance at pills. Ask her, did I not tell her I would give you the money to go?
This is a moot point at this
Hold
point,
on.
though.
Yeah, it is. Because
hold on. So now listen, I'm stalking her, right? Ask her, why didn't she tell you that she talked to Shelly? Because she called me Sunday night. Hold on. She called me Sunday night. I know she didn't talk to you 6 times between Sunday and the day. If she's so happy and she could go and get it over with, what are you waiting on?
So are you trying to point out the fact that she's not ready to get a divorce? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
She just told you she fucked up in the game, yo. She fucked up in the game. And he fucked up in the game.
What does that mean? Okay, because I'm thinking.
Right.
Well, hold on, Tracy. Tracy, watch this. This what this means.
Okay, after this, Tracy, you go ahead. So go ahead.
If she
He's
could go
talking about her finances, I
okay,
believe.
I'm not even talking to finance. But if she could really go and get it done, what is she waiting on? She just told you, oh, if I come to her house, she gonna pow. I don't have to go to her house. Don't. But why, if I say meet me in the courthouse, hold on.
By asking,
hold on.
Like,
if I say meet me in the courthouse and we can sign it and get it done in the courthouse, why are you scared? You just she told everybody. He's never hit me. We'll be in the courthouse. But oh yeah, I'm gonna go to jail.
Ooh. Ooh. Why y'all linking this? Why y'all linking this bullshit online? Why? Is this why we get 900 people in the chat? Is that why? To spew some horrific personal between you and the woman that you are currently with, or whatever the case may be. I don't know and I don't care. But we're going based on what I can't even put it into words right now. Why are we constantly putting out other people? Why are we putting out why are you putting out your business out there? Why you put your business out there? It ain't nobody's business. You just need time. You just need something to vent. Again, must I say it for the 3rd time in a row? We just had a former president get shot at. Secret Service agents and everything crowding this man. The shooter is dead. We don't know what type of sniper rifle that he used. And then, but we are arguing about what? And even though this was 2-3 days ago, you are still doing the exact same things today. Arguing about what exactly? Oh shit.
How? If you got so much going for you, why not go? Because you got these receipts and get it over with.
I don't
Okay.
think she
Now
wants
let me
to
let
see
Tracy.
you.
Let Tracy go. Hold on. Go ahead, Tracy.
Okay.
Okay, so there's two things. One is that you're saying that she doesn't want to go and get the divorce. Okay, that's fine. If she don't want to go get the divorce, that's y'all's, situation. But what what Ness is trying to get cleared up is, and we have been asking her, is there a baby, Brooke? And she refuses to answer because she knows that she's lied about it. And it's sad because I love me some Brooke. And I'm just like, I cannot be stupid and be like, oh, well, I'm just riding with you. And so I just overlook your biggest lie. No, Intrinsic, you can't do that, baby. I mean, I understand that you're going to go to Vegas with them, but Brooke has to be held accountable. There is no baby, Brooke. You need to say there's no baby. Whatever reason you're saying that there is, you need to own it because this is a whole big trust issue. This is a huge part of your life. You need to own up to this fact that there is no goddamn baby. And why are you saying there's a baby? Are you sick in your mind? Like nobody.
What the fuck difference does it make if she has a kid or not? This is the reason why I need Trish up here. I'm trying to analyze this, but I'm trying to figure this shit out.
He just makes up that shit. Something is wrong. And she's still not being held accountable for it.
I need to. In the back of my mind, I know Trish be like, these are just some stupid ass people, but that's not enough for me. So I might be wrong about this, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to see. The main reason why they would actually have a trip or you would go to a trip like this, and let's see, you trust her, but then again, you don't trust her because of some issues she may be having with her baby father, or you need to know if she has a kid by this nigga or not. You need to have further information. I can't even do it. I can't even put it in words. I thought we were just talking about a regular Vegas trip. I thought we were talking about a trip where we're supposed to meet up at a certain hotel or separate hotels, whatever. Take a tour bus, whatever. Get into some live events, whatever. By the way, the Mirage is going to be going down, so there will be no more Mirage, which is sad because the Mirage has been around for decades. I still can't figure that shit out.
Ness is trying to hold her accountable for it, and she's not. But Malik, you're talking about something different about y'all's divorce. Whether y'all remain together or not, that's really not that's not our situation. Right. The situation here is that why were you lying about a whole baby? That's the thing, because and I'm going to drop down.
It's a character issue at this point. It really is. And the reason why I'm not just coming out and saying it is because I am, at this point, I was going to talk to her on the back end. You get as far as that point go. But Tracy is right. Her feet does need to be held to the fire. And that's what I'm saying. There has to be some proof provided because it's a character thing at this point. It's a lot of people on here that ain't right in the head. You feel me? And so if we can find out the reason as to why and understand, that's one thing. So there does have to be some accountability.
Okay, so next.
Then don't bring the motherfuckers. That's as simple for me. Don't bring them. Don't bring them and y'all don't have no issues. Don't bring them and y'all ain't gonna have no issues at all. At all.
Next, Shakim, you still there?
No.
Hold on, let me.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab.
So
him.
hold on.
Go ahead.
So Les, she's so happy. Can you ask her why is dude calling me out? What does he need to talk to me for? He's
What do you
scheduled a
mean?
live
Who's
to talk.
calling you out?
He'll schedule a live to talk to me and never showed. And when Shakim called him on it, oh yo, I'm at work. That sound like a you problem, my nigga. You called for me. I left this shit alone. So if everybody's so happy, or she say she's so happy, what? So Brooke, you so happy? Tell your new nigga stop talking about me.
So this is what I'm gonna say. I just want to say, hold on, somebody's back.
So Ness, y'all keep saying I'm stalking. Clearly the one who can nip it in the bud, she ain't nipping it in the bud.
Give me a second. Hold on, because I just want to say this. Like, you know, I'm not going to hold you at this point. For me, it seems like you're not even like you. It seems like you do want to be with Brooke. You're not ready to divorce Brooke, because even when given the opportunity, like right now, Brooke has dropped down and you are on the panel and you still have said nothing. Like, you just sound like you're scorned. And I'm not even trying to disrespect you. It's just given like you don't want Brooke to divorce you. And it seems like you're pacifying whatever feelings or emotions that you're going through right now. You're pacifying yourself by telling yourself that she won't go sign the paper. She won't go sign the paper. I understand that you're pushing her to sign the paper. I also understand that she's like procrastinating, taking a long time. I don't know why she's delayed, but the reason, for whatever reason, her being delayed, it seems like you're enjoying that, because that's really the only thing that you have to say. You've only been talking about the fact that she ain't go sign the paper. She ain't go sign the paper. Da, 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 da. But I mean,
and
after that, she's
deflecting
you
from the baby. People keep asking him about the baby,
and
wanting him to
why
answer
don't
more
you just
questions.
tell us about the baby? Like, is there one? And here's the thing about the baby too. The thing is, it's not that people, and I'm sure Brooke is probably upset with me, but I ain't gonna hold you. Like, it is what it is. Because anyway, it's not that. Okay, hold on. Y'all got some feedback. Okay, it's not that people are they're obsessing over the baby. They want to be all in her business. They want to know, like, that's not what it is. We're trying to figure out if there's some sort of problem up there, because that's just not a normal thing. And I get you don't give a fuck about us because you don't know us like that. But at the same time, you over here playing these games. Why can't you just give a straight answer? Because we damn sure ain't getting one from Brooke. And if we don't get one from you, it seems like y'all both in on some sort of play together, which, might I mention, somebody said that you guys did that in another sector. They said that y'all got a history of running play. So, I mean, and hold on, Living, Right to Be Told, in TG, is that y'all?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
me.
Okay. So, Malik, can you please answer the question?
I think LG or TG, they told you. I answered that question yesterday and again today. I answered that question, Ness. And I
You
know
did
you
not.
heard
You did not say yes or no.
Yesterday and today, I ain't answering.
So
can I say this? Can I say this one more time?
Malik, you say
hold on,
everything 10
TG, hold on,
times.
TG.
Answer about the baby 10 more times, please.
And do you?
Can I answer this one more? Can I just say this one more time? Malik, I feel like he's on a platform. I feel like Malik is getting like tortured, but he trying his best to say what he's saying, and nobody is listening. Nobody is listening.
Girl,
he don't want to dog. He don't. Hold
shouldn't be that hard.
He don't want to dog. It shouldn't. But I feel like, oh my God, Voodoo, come on now. For real. I feel like Malik is feel like
Malik,
he's
if
in a hot
there's no
seat.
baby, oh, he done dropped.
All
If
right,
there's
so hold
no
on,
baby-
PG.
Who are you? The morality police? Who the hell are y'all? That's insane, bruh. I'm glad I don't even want to be involved in this sector, bruh. I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and make this a, I don't know. I'm trying to make this a part 2 message. No, I need to pay bills depending upon the situation. Yeah, I'll just give it a few minutes.
Yeah, let's just all right, TG. Thank you. All right, go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead, Living, and then right to be told.
So he dropped?
Yeah, he dropped because I wanted to ask if there's no baby, do you know why she would lie about something like that? That's
y'all
the question
know
I was
it's
trying to
no
get
baby.
to him.
Y'all know
My
it's no
question is,
baby.
why would she lie? Is there a reason that something happened? What happened? Why? Because
What does it matter? None of you know each other. None of you do. This is actually the entertainment that people long for. Excuse me. This is actually, in this world, in this day and age, this is some good entertainment.
is it like
to where her to even believe she have a baby and carried it all the way to a year and a half now. Yes. Something's going on in her head.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Yes. Yes, go ahead.
It was me, Ness. I think what you said
go
was
ahead.
right. I don't have a problem with Brooke, but from the outside looking in, she doesn't have to show the baby. It's a very simple answer, yes or no. Brooke is being very defensive and not answering that question, which is going to make people believe she's lying. We don't care. The general people don't care.
Well, she's on her own live now saying she don't have to answer.
And she doesn't have to answer, but she needs to answer to her friends like
Huh. Who is this person?
Hey, I got other shit, bigger shit to fucking fry. I said,
At
no,
this
I'm
point,
gonna
normally,
answer. I'm
typically,
gonna
I
answer.
What is her name? Hold on. There we go. Come on.
I'm confused.
Brooke CEO. Brooke CEO. Brooke CEO.
And nobody is listening. Nobody is listening.
Girl,
he don't want a dog. He don't hold on. He don't want a dog. It shouldn't. But I feel like, oh my God, Voodoo, come on now. For real. I feel like Malik is
Malik,
he's in a hot seat.
Oh, he done dropped.
All right, so hold on. All right, PG, I'll let you just all right, TG. Thank you. All right, go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead, Living, and then right to be told.
So he dropped?
Yeah, he dropped because I wanted to ask if there's no baby, do you know why she would lie about something like that? That's
y'all
the question
know
I was
it's
trying
no
to get
baby.
to him.
Y'all know
my
it's no
question is,
baby.
why would she lie? Is there a reason that something happened? What happened? Why? Because they like
to where her to even believe she have a baby and carried it all the way to a year and a half now. Yes. Something's going on in her head.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Yes. Yes, go ahead.
It was me, Ness. I think what you said was right. I don't have a problem with Brooke, but from the outside looking in, she doesn't have to show the baby. It's a very simple answer, yes or no. Brooke is being very defensive and not answering that question, which is going to make people believe she's lying. We don't care. The general people don't care.
Well, she's on her own live now saying she don't have to answer.
And she doesn't have to answer, but she needs to answer to her friends like Ness. She does.
And
if I'm going with someone and they made up a lie, if that's an important thing, I would need to know. She doesn't have to prove it, but to me, it's a very simple question. You're a grown woman. Did you have a baby last year? Yeah, I did, but it's not.
Can I say this? It's people out here that can't have kids. So to sit there.
Hold on. Rodney. This fucking bitch. Rodney. Rodney. Go ahead.
It's people out here that literally can't have kids, y'all. Do y'all not know the seriousness in things like this? When people fake a pregnancy, okay, they be like, I'm pregnant, and then turn around and say, okay, I ain't pregnant. But to carry it and keep carrying it for this many years. If this one came out today, how many more years she would carry it? Like, that is a mental. It's serious.
It's an important thing to
It's
know
serious.
if you're her friend, Ness. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, Joyful on Purpose. You said she was fighting Tracy and started that baby talking sympathy. My bad, y'all. Go ahead. I have a delay on my end.
And she taunted Tracy with the pregnancy. I'm sorry, but she taunted Tracy with the pregnancy because that's how it all started.
Yeah, that's true.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Rebel.
Can I say this real quick and I'm gonna drop down?
Okay, go ahead, Rodney.
You know what, Malik, you need to just be a man and answer the damn question. It's a simple yes or no. You a whole goddamn bitch.
He had already answered that, though. He already answered that question on ODS.
He needs to answer it over here and stop beating around the damn question. Stop beating around. Simple yes or no. If people keep asking that, it's a simple yes or no. Stop being a motherfucking bitch. Simple yes or no.
That part.
That don't make no goddamn sense. Quit playing these motherfucking games.
Tell it, Rodney.
Malik, you a whole motherfucking bitch, nigga. You are.
Okay. Wait, TG. Is that TG or I'm sorry, or LG?
It's
Now you got gay motherfuckers trying to set straight motherfuckers. God dang. Wow. And these are the people that are coming to Vegas, supposedly, allegedly. I'd have dressed up in a ninja suit. Right? And just sneak in and listen to their conversations. Oh, I wish I was a fly on the wall and just listen to that shit.
TG.
I'm TG.
I'm actually trying to I think I found Brooks stream. I think I found it.
He has not answered the question. When they say,
but he did over on ODS.
Oh no, he did not. No, he did not. They said to him, does Brooke have a baby? He said, I have 3 sons.
Stop
That's what he
for
said.
that fuck ass nigga.
Yeah,
that was somebody else's wife. Y'all must not watch because Brianna questioned it. Because Brianna kind of got that straight. I'm telling y'all.
Okay, well, you don't like Brooks.
Over here, I don't know. He didn't answer it over here, but he answered over ODS.
Ness, I'll talk to you later. I can't.
All right, thanks for coming up.
But he did. He answered the question. And he said he don't have no girls.
Okay, go ahead, Rebel.
I just want to the person that said that Brooke doesn't owe anybody. She doesn't have to prove it to anyone. If people donated to Brooke for a baby shower and stuff, yes, she owes them an explanation as well. Yes, she needs to prove. Anyone that gave money thinking that Brooke, I'm not saying she doesn't or does, but if people gave money under the assumption that Brooke needed a baby shower for having a baby, she owes everyone an explanation or refund them their damn money back. Point blank, period.
That's true.
Yep. And the fact that she's
back in the bushes,
attitude about it. Okay, thank you.
And Rodney,
don't you just love black folks?
When you act like that, you really turn me on because that shows you have some masculinity. Okay, bye.
Bye,
Rebel. Okay. Now,
intrinsic.
But you,
I never got out what I want to say.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. You know it's your turn. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So earlier you were saying, basically, I'm gonna just paraphrase. I don't want to verbatim. Whatever you're saying out here today, you were saying it just because you're on this screen, but you really plan to have a different conversation with Brooke in the back.
Yes,
if that's the case, why say anything at all on front?
Because what we hear, and this is what I told Ness a few weeks ago, when you guys say things on the front end, this is what we hear. This is what we hear. We're going to walk away believing that you feel one way. When you feel another way and you plan to have that separate conversation offline. If that's the case, that's fine. But then don't say anything in front on the front end. Because what you said is I'm going to say something different in the back. Why? Why tell us the an opposite thing?
So this. Oh, go ahead.
Can I say something?
No, go ahead.
Because if it don't come on Front Street, y'all gonna always do that.
Come on,
back
LG.
shit.
Let me answer.
Y'all
Let
gonna
me answer
always
my
do.
question. Let me answer my question, boo. Because because I feel for her. I feel for her, and she's already feeling enough embarrassment. So the hard questions, I'd rather ask her one-on-one and get my own answers. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
That's why I was really trying to spare her even more. But shit, I've said enough. I'm saying that it's a character flaw, and it is scary because it puts you in the mind of what would make a person do that psychologically. You get what I'm saying? So that would be my only concern. And if, like Ness was saying, if that could be explained, then fine. If not, then, Vegas might not be, you're going through a divorce. You got other shit going on. Maybe you should just tend to that.
Okay, and I want to say,
not only that. Oh,
one more thing. I'm sorry, teacher, because I was gonna say, in terms of you've been around for about two years, right? 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
This started in the fall, maybe September, October of 2022.
Yeah.
Ness wasn't even here,
Oh.
so Ness didn't come back to like spring 2023. Right. So you and I and everybody else, not Ness, experienced an entire pregnancy with her. This is when she was on Pizarro's channel all the time, and she was smacking in the middle of the night, eating pickles. The 5,000, because some of y'all got 7,000 subscribers in the beef sector and intrinsic. We all went through this pregnancy with her. It was sometimes when she turned the camera on and showed us her swollen belly. Not just those shoes they were talking about the other day. She showed us her stomach. She talked about her cravings. She talked about these things. So for you to say, well, no, she only owed Ness what? Excuse me? I went through
everybody over on this sector.
Ness didn't get here till after the damn baby was here. No, excuse me. Ness got here when she gave birth to the baby, maybe a month after Ness got here. So why isn't Ness?
Do y'all remember me doing a live?
No, man.
And she showed, well, y'all don't know, of course, because she tried to shut us down, me and my twin. But we did a live, and she showed, the first picture she showed was a sonogram. And we kept saying that damn baby in that sonogram, about 2 years old.
People come up here and say the same thing. We know at this point that it's not a baby, but I'm saying you're not looking bad for that. You actually look like someone who was trying to be a friend and hold her up. So don't beat yourself up about that. That's all.
Well, I'm not. I won't at all. And I have to say this. As well.
I ain't begging no bitch, okay?
I said it 10 minutes ago.
Gotta be like, call a bitch like that.
Enough to give you that piece of information that you would.
Someone else's
I
baby.
vaguely remember.
She has been known. Wait a minute. She spoke to Malik before she spoke.
They really have faith in me. They really believe me. That's what she should have been doing.
Are they not saying Malik is bad?
Things.
And not have. Why would you? First of all, why would I want to be in Vegas?
This whole entire time, it's been almost an hour and 30 minutes, and Shakim has not said anything. Listen, a whole 30 minutes of this. I'm sorry if I was wasting y'all time, but this is the one reason. This is the only reason that I will not come out the house unless the two people that I described earlier come to Vegas. If they touch down, if I get a phone call from either one of these, Darrell from the Umar sector and Trish from the B Sector 8. These are the only two that I will come out the house with. Anybody else, Shot Kim lets me know through email, like, yo, I'm here. Nah. Nah, it's good to listen. If you and you alone meet me somewhere, cool, no problem. But I'm not gonna be with a group of people who act like this. Oh no. Like I said, too many things can go wrong. Too many things can go wrong. Like I said, may I be here or not? Maybe not. Maybe so. Who knows? I'll let you know. I will definitely let you know. Until then, see you soon.